have an all-out 20, 26 hour, 28, whatever it is. Hopefully not that long. We're gonna have one here soon. Very bright shade. They're actually orange shorts. I know they kind of look red on this camera. They're actually orange. They're very bright though. Holy Grail, let's go. Start this puppy off right. But I do want to say again, thank you to everybody who came out yesterday, whether you participated or just hung around and watched and had a good time.
Fresh.
Woo! God, it's scaring me.
Merry Christmas, llama.
Merry Christmas, doing it dirty. Merry Christmas. I always have a great time with the Manverse streams. Do I think Necromancer's the worst? By far. Should I even still be farming this? That is the question, man. Whee. Should I even still be farming this? Yeah, you did, BYD, you did. Yes. Do you think it's Seraph's, boys? Oh, how cool would that have been? How cool would that have been? Yeah, I had a nice sleep. Like, I feel decent today. It's really nice. Yeah, Seraph's was the only one it could have been that I still needed. Only one. I've only found one burr rune, and then I've made a burr rune from 2 Sur runes. My rune finding has been pretty weak, I won't lie. Hey, Contro! You had a lot of fun last night? With what, member stream? Lagging up my game? Literally, I've never seen anything so crazy like that before. I mean, like, yeah, you know, someone else comes in, donates, whatever. We get a little lag. Contro lagged up my entire stream. It was amazingly awful. Anytime he would donate bits, the whole stream would just blow up. It would just go to 1 frame per second. Can Seraph drop from Mandy? Yes. Oops. It was ridiculous. But I'm glad you had fun, and I did appreciate it regardless. Regardless of the difficulties. God, I hate this map. Good job, Contro. I just need to figure out, I don't know. Maybe by next MVS I just need to have my new processor and stuff set. Woo! More challenges ahead for the next helicopter MVS. It's not a helicopter MVS. It's not. Let's not call it that. It's a Diablo II member stream that happens to have helicopters thrown into it. Gosh dang it. Not the way to start. Not the way to start. Oh my god, they did a lot of damage. Alright, we're good. We're good, boys. We're good. I have to go get my bodies.
Not in town.
Gotta go get my bodies. Actually, the smart move is to just gear up again. Smart move would have been to gear up. With some stuff. It's okay. It's okay. We lose a little bit. Man. Brutal. Brutal. It happens. Man, that first death though. These guys did some serious damage, dude. Can I not die again? Jeez, man. Still have to clear out where my second body is, actually. I give him potions.
What do you need?
Alright, let's just do that. There was like nothing there. I don't know how I died on that first death. I lost so much health. Man, Desace was like, oh, the worst. Alright, let's just never speak about this moment again. Deal? Deal. Multi-shot is what did it, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Never shall we speak of this moment again. We all saw nothing. Because there weren't that many monsters there to kill me. There weren't even that many monsters there to kill me. That's the crazy part. Well,
I can't carry anymore.
it's only a couple days worth of ticks. Rip experience bar. Oh yeah. No, we lost 8 ticks. There, we lost about 12 hours. At least. Ugh, Chaos Sanctuary always was the bad place to farm. It always was the danger. It's just like sometimes it's more fun to go like farm in other places. You want to change it up. But this is what happens. Well, that's kind of nice. And this is what happens. You want to change it up and yeah, you recover 75% of it. Max block to farm chaos? Yeah, that's probably true. Probably true. Oops. Ugh. The second death was the really silly one. The first death was... It was what it was. Like, multi-shot, I just got trashed on. But the second death was unavoidable. That's one where you're just so, like, upset from the first death, you don't think clearly. You don't think clearly about what's the right thing to do. When the right thing to do is clearly to chill out. Gear up, and then go fetch said body again. So, that'll cost us another few hours. Happens. Light just isn't good. Light just isn't good.
I am overburdened.
Game's hard, man. Game is hard. Yeah, remastered, I'm believing so. Once again, especially if you look into it some. look at what they're doing right now. They just took time to really make sure they got rid of bots on Battle.net. They're expanding Diablo II to have 18 character slots. They went and they tried to do some more like fixing of stuff. Like they are actively working on Diablo 2 right now, more than I've seen. Because I've been playing this game for 3 years now, right? I've been playing this game for 3 years now. And 18 character, not games, accounts, sorry. I'm playing this game for 3 years now. Like, streaming it, so every single day playing it. And never have I seen them do as much as they're doing recently. Like, never has it even been close. They just haven't touched this game for years and years and years. And if they did, you know, it's like, oh, a tiny thing here or whatever. Alright, I mash it with PLUGY. If you set it like a few times like this, it'll keep it so I can have it on my enter wheel when I come in to start a game. So I can easily have it for changing it. So that way I can always do the up toggle like this to change the settings without having to keep retyping it all the time. That patch in 2005 or whatever was huge. Welcome to 12 years ago? Like, yeah, okay. The point I'm saying is they haven't touched the game in 10 plus years. And now all of a sudden, last time they came out with 1.14D, right? As they went and they updated some stuff. Then they went and they're changing the accounts, how many characters you can have on an account. They're merging the Asia servers together. They're looking at merging US East and US West. Tal Eth got our stealth. They're fixing bots. Like, what are they? What would it be? Oh, it works in single player as well. Cool. Or non. Like, what do you really think is happening there? There are no more bots in Battle.net. That's, yeah, exactly. This isn't just like they just happen to be doing it. No, they're prepping it for a remaster. That's the only logical solution in my mind. Only logical solution is that they're prepping it for a remaster. What up, Chancey? How you doing, man? Oh yeah, we like to have a lot of fun with this game. I like to have a lot of fun with this game. Diablo 4 made in Battle.net for Spirit. Nah, I mean, it's definitely, in my opinion, for sure, Diablo 2 remastered. The more I see them do these things, and I told people, I called it before it even happened. Not to be like, I called it. But like before this season even came up, I said they're going to fix bots on Battle.net. They haven't touched them for 10 plus years. They're going to fix bots on Battle.net, and that's all I'm going to need to know, that they're going to remaster this game and that they're looking into it. Otherwise, they have no care, right? Why do they care? They don't. But when they go in and start fixing bots, it's because they care now. So. Yep, there's no bots in Battle.net right now. Add one more act. I doubt they're gonna do that. I doubt that they're gonna do major changes. God. What is going on right now? Why am I getting just blasted by everything? Holy cow. Stuff is strong, man. I have 75 light rest too. What's happening? Might Aura. Oh, is Might Aura souls. Right, because the physical damage gets added, and that's right. That's no fun. You were in a game with a bot today? Alright, well, most bots are gone. They hired a bot to kill all the bots. They kill... Nah, I don't think it has to do with that. I don't think they care that Diablo 2 people are like playing and whatever. Their Diablo 3 is doing just fine. Everybody always says dead game, whatever it is, but like it's one of the highest earning games in like a while. Like it did extremely well. There's no way from a financial perspective that you can look at Diablo 3 and say it was a failure. And for that reason alone, I mean, that's money talks, right? That's all that these companies care about anymore. Is how much money does it make? And those make money, right? Like, it made a ton of money. So at the end of the day, it's a success for the company. That's how you have to look at it. Why is map hacks considered hacks? Any third party is considered a hack. Any third party application. That is a third party application, thus it is a hack. And it alters the game as well. Like, I mean, it's very clearly a hack in my mind, right? You're going in, you're taking the current game, and you're altering it to give you more information than the game provides. I don't know, seems pretty reasonable to me. I'm pretty against map hack because I think it takes away an important part of the game, which is the exploration and the discovery. Obviously, you could say, well, yeah, you're playing single player right now, and so you get to see the same maps and blah, blah, blah. Sure. But I don't know. I really think that discovering a new map, even at least for the first time. Rip Golzar. Dude just got smoked down. Oh yeah, the Dune Knight that drags along. That's the good old resurrection. No, I did not. I was not. But I will be victorious on the next one. This last one, I know what needs to happen. Next Manver stream will be a success. Even if I have to tweak it a tiny bit. I think there needs to be a twink for chug all potions at Ancients. I think that needs to be tweaked.
I can't carry anymore.
Look at how many games get shut down because of souls. How would map hack alleviate souls? That makes zero sense. Also, no. I just had souls in my throne and my level 2 and I dealt with them. Like, I don't see how that matters at all. It's good to have monsters like that in a game. You don't want everything to be a walk in the park. That's no fun. More helicopter. Oh, man, I don't know about that one. Seems like a bad idea. 24-hour helicopter stream. Does nobody wants to see that, I should say. Not does nobody. Nobody wants to see a 24-hour helicopter stream. You might say it now. And then the second we start it, you'll be like, what am I watching? I don't want to be here for this. This is horrible. This isn't fun. Sixth act, all you do is fourth way and play helicopter. What a nightmare. Sounds like every Manverse stream now, though. Fourth ways and... Dude, I went third way, fourth way, fifth way in Manverse stream. In the Arcane. It was not my night for that. Chug all pots and die are too strong in ancients. Honestly, I think I might just remove them. At least from Hell Ancients. Nightmare Ancients, normal Ancients, whatever. Hell Ancients. I think I might remove them. When it gets to that point, I'll just say, okay, time to get rid of them. Because there should be things that make it more challenging. Such as, oh, okay. Time to, you know, play with your hands backwards, whatever. But something like chug all pots, I think it's gotta go. Movement speed without stealth was atrocious. Atrocious. Do I know the situation with Teo? Is he coming back or just an occasional appearance? I don't have any solid information on it. I know he's trying to do some streaming, but he's yet to show himself on a regular schedule that I've seen. So he seems to be in and out with it kind of still. I know he's working through life and job and all that stuff. So he's got all his stuff he's going through. And I'm sure he would want to come back. I know he loves it. But yeah, I do not know what he's got going for a future. He's studying and working. Yeah, he's got a lot of things happening right now. D2 is life. Agreed. He's got to find his own bagel girl. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? We all need our own bagel girl sometimes. Someone that you can say, do the laundry, cook me food, and clean up. Just kidding. It's not. It's not how I talk to her. Don't talk to your own bagel girl like that. It will not end up well. I know you want me to play Beelzebub. I know you do. Don't clip that. How did Bagel Girl get her name? She brought me bagels. We aren't very creative. Plot, she talks to Llama like that. Rip. Feels bad, man. Ouch. Shake out. Rip. Today is recovery day, and by that I mean we're trying to recover all the experience we lost at the start of the stream. Incoming Astrian's Ward, hype. That'd be nice. What a find that would be. What a find that would be. Usually like 10 to 15 minutes. It really depends. What's with souls down here, man? Ah, exploder, guys. I died. I did. Twice. Once and then once trying to recover my body. Despite all your hopes and tricks and whatnot, I managed to find the girl. Right? I'm just saying, boys. If Llama can do it, any of y'all can do it. I hope that that is inspiration to you all. It's a numbers game. Look at how many times I had to slightly fail before it worked out. Fail's not the right word, you know. I mean, most of those girls were into me, but it just wasn't the right match. Yeah, but I'm on experience. Hi, Bagel Girl. Speak of the devil. 1 more hour until you're home. 1 more hour. Where's Hannah? Hannah is... I think she's streaming, right? She said she was going to be streaming late tonight, and it's late, so she probably is. Alright, we don't need to look in the notebook at anything. That doesn't make sense. Paper Girl not a mod? I mean, what does she do with it, you know? You gotta earn your mod in this channel. There's no nipple stream. Let's just be clear of that. Does Baker Girl know about Hannah? Yes. I think. Maybe. She knows who she is. Maybe. Let's just, we got a lot of things, other things to talk about or something. Died? Yeah, it's really unfortunate. We're just not talking about it. I did have a nice sleep. I did. So that's my punishment for Manver's stream. I'm pretty sure we just said the necro is the punishment. I don't know, did we set one? Bagel Girl said she would be up to go visit a nice tunnel. She's not going to be in town, BYD. But thank you, though. I will look into it. I'll have to see if my parents are doing. We might go do Jesuit Mass. I know, Teo did it after 24 hours. And I was like an hour or something. It probably would have taken me another 5+ to get it. Is net neutrality going to kill Twitch? I mean, I don't think so. There's so much stuff right now that I feel like just needs to be... We need to give it, like... Things just need... We need to give things a little bit of time right now, you know? Net neutrality needs a little time to play itself out. Because now there's all the countersuits and everything like that. There's all the illegal activity that was going on with it. You got all the investigation and everything going on with the Russians, and there's just so many things that just need to play out. And we just gotta kind of chill. We just gotta chill for a second, I think, and just let all those things play out as they need to. How much rest did I get? Probably like 7 hours. More than I normally get. More than I normally get. Thanks, BYD. You got 5? It's not bad. I'd say I normally get like 5 hours. So if I get 7 hours, I'm pretty happy. Yeah, but I think even before the next election, we're gonna see stuff. Like right now, there's definitely a lot of back and forth and everything going on. There's definitely a lot of stuff happening, and a lot of things being pushed through and repealed and whatever. I just think it's in a state where we just gotta chill. I think it's in a state where we just gotta chill, and things will work themselves out here. Obviously, I'm like always in support of like calling your senators and things like that, right? Like always in support of that stuff, but yeah. You hope net neutrality kills Diablo 3. Wait, why are the ones in chat? Oh. BYD. Angelics. No, you didn't get to see it, Rip. It was, I really don't want to play Necro again. Just in any capacity. All the other characters, they have some redeeming qualities. The only redeeming thing I can give to the Necro is that his Chaos Sanctuary wasn't like the worst thing in the world. It wasn't great. Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good, Confused. It's true. It wasn't great. But like, you could bone yourself enough. Bone wall yourself enough to like sit in a more protected state. Like it had its way that you could stay more protected, whatever. You know? So I don't know. If you don't play Skellymancer, which is where all the fun is. I don't know if that's quite the reason. I don't know if it's quite the reason. Wow, that was a death trap waiting to happen. That's how you lose a hardcore character right there. Teleport into some Might Aura Death Lords, and before you know it, you don't have a character anymore. Because you don't have 105 faster cast rate to get away from it. Mm-mm-mm. 100 times loot drops? What? That sounds like the worst mod ever. Honestly, though, it sounds like PoE. That would be like annoyingly high amounts of loot. Slots are rigged. It's gambling, boys. This is a life lesson. Gambling is always rigged against you. The house always wins. Life lessons. Hi, Decout. Thank you. The point is, I have you gamble here. So then you lose this, your dollars, instead of your real money. You lose your dollars instead of your real money. I will admit, though, at one point, gambling was rigged to where you would win more often. I accidentally set it up wrong. And so people were winning, and they would just keep gambling more and more and more, and slowly their dollars were going up. And I had to look into it because I was like, hold on a second. Something seems wrong here. Yeah, you can find every single item in the game in Ancient Tunnels. Your best bet is going to be to get it from the bosses, though. Any item from a unique boss, because you have your TC-87s. I can only drop from those guys. So. Dang, Warren. With the big win. Level 99 are all items first. Well, today I just helped work against that. I keep playing like today. All items. I just need to never do the chaos. I think that is honestly the solution. Stay away from the Chaos Sanctuary. Fun as it might seem. That was the last place I died as well. That's just like always the place of death. Chaos Sanctuary. It's horrible. I died twice in a row. Because I died trying to recover my body that I lost. Travancore not giving good experience. The experience at the Trav isn't any good. Travancore is also a little dangerous. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I haven't found anything here yet. Obviously, it doesn't mean that it's terrible. I haven't done a ton of it, but I don't know. I feel like the danger isn't quite worth it here. My gear, I have a whole video on my YouTube channel going through my gear, but the basics are Death's Fathom. Right now I'm running Death's Mage, Faster Cast Rate and Angel, Triple Taos Pieces, Shaco Spirit, War Traps. Given the 2 deaths, still 99 first. I mean, I like to think so. Oh wait, I'm not doing this one. That's right. Got low at Trav. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't just be like, well, I didn't get an item there, so it's not a good place to farm. I would have to keep farming it. I just don't think it's worth the risk, I guess. I guess that's where I'm at with it. When you got all items to lose, you need to count how much time has passed since I made this character. Yep. I'm going to. Except, I mean, I guess I could. But I would have to count it in terms of days, not like total hours. Because that's how they do it. And there have definitely been months where I've gone without farming on this girl, so. Hey, super dude. Nice to meet you. How are you doing? Anybody new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Mesh armor. Eth? Not quite. Run, there's dolls. I like to check if there's dolls in the throne. I think that's my big thing. Not bad. I like to check if there's dolls in the game. Or in the throne. And even then, you can handle dolls. It's just if you teleport on top of dolls, you need to immediately save quit. Because your mercenary will kill the dolls. And then you're screwed. I don't have all runes included on this list. I'm assuming I will find all runes before I find every item. That is an assumption I am making. It may or may not be accurate. I really don't know. Not sure why they picked the Browns. Oh. Hi, Mr. Noodle. Counts rounds are a bit different from regular bosses. They always have drop 7% intensity gold. Yeah. They have like different drop rates from the other ones. Because yeah, they always drop like 3 items looking kind of or whatever. Not always, but a lot of times. And they have like tons of gold drops. Kind of. Finding a Zod, 2 Zods. If you found 2 Zods, it would be like finding a Tyros Smite. But there's a difference, because when you find a Zod, you immediately know it's a Zod. Whereas when you find a Tyros Smite, you go through the identification process. So I feel like it's more exciting when you get that like unique sacred armor, and then you have to go through the whole like, is it not? I feel like that's more exciting to me. I mean, it's also crappier because it sucks when it's not that. But it sure made it more worth it when it was. I'll tell you that much. Sure made it more worth it. You thought Zod was relative? No, it's about half. Well, the difference is Zod you can find from places like Travancore and stuff. I'm pretty sure Trav can drop Zod. Zod you can find from cows, because Zod is a TC or a item level 81, whatever it is. So, TC 17, item level 81, I think, something like that. So you can find Zod in a lot more places, which is why it's a lot more common than Tyrios might as well. So even though your Zod your rune might only be half as rare, the fact that you can find it in so many more places actually makes it a lot more rare. Wow!
I am overburdened.
Man, what a waste.
I am overburdened.
What a waste of a triple unique drop. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I found Grandfather. Didn't we find all the items already? No. It's been a never-ending journey. So here's like dolls here, right? I just gotta be careful with them. Make sure I don't stand next to them, is all. Because that'll happen right there. That was one doll pop. It's amazing how much damage dolls do. Whew.
I can't carry anymore.
And then they can also crit you. It's like a 5% chance to crit on death on their explosion. You don't want to be there for that. You think the Raiders just blew it? You mean you think the Cowboys just won it? That would be nice. "44 seconds left in the end. Cowboys win. Why do dolls do so much damage? On death, they do a percentage of their health and an explosion around them, and it just is rigged. It's not corpse explosion. It's actually 100% physical damage. Corpse explosion is 50-50, 50 fire, 50% fire, 50% physical. This is 100% physical actually, and it has a chance to crit. So it's like a worse than corpse explosion. They fumbled into the end zone for a touchback. Oh, that is honestly one of the dumbest things in the NFL. Like, there's a lot of dumb things in the NFL, but one of the dumbest things is the fact that you can go, and if you fumble out like on the 1 yard line, you just get the ball back. You fumble just slightly beyond that through the end zone, and suddenly it's the other team's ball. Doesn't make sense. If you fumble through the end zone, it should just go to your 1. Or go to the 1 yard line, or something like that. That's it. That's all it should do. There's no reason it should change possession. Go for it, Makor. Physical attack that never misses you. Any monster that explodes hurts. Yep, a ton. Hurts so much. You throw stuff away, essentially. Dang, Dak had a second interception as well. Dude, Dak needs to get it together, man. Dude is struggling.
I am overburdened.
Doesn't look like a very good game from... Oh my gosh. Zeke's back. That'll hopefully help. Hopefully get Dak back to his stats. But I hate it because you're a Giants fan? Nah, I just feel bad for you. I would just feel bad for you. I was hoping you guys would have beat the Eagles today. That was unfortunate. And Cowboys can still make playoffs. They ain't done yet. Zeke coming back. You just wait. Alright, I want to see. Did it happen? Was it actually a fumble? I want to see that. Let's look. I'll have to look later. I'll have to look later. Just confirmed. Rip. Oh, that's good. A little bit of a gift. But to be honest, the Cowboys got unlucky. They had twice. Blood Spirit. Nice. They had twice where, it's actually a pretty rare item. Where the Raiders fumbled. And they like fumbled out of bounds. They recovered it because of a lucky bounce or whatever it was. And Mr. King, thank you so much. So, and both those times it was like, man. They measured a first down with a piece of paper? What? Nice, Lex. All these resurrecting bodies. A folded piece of paper. Oh god, I gotta see this now. Can you link me like a streamable link for it? That'd be amazing. Blizzard vs. Fresnor of new hot debate. I'm pretty sure we've proven that Fresnor are better. Fresnor is best. That really is a nice drop, Cerebrus Bite. I'm sad I already have it. Oh well.
To a 90-degree angle, right? It has to be dead vertical.
Look at this. Can he put a card in between it?
Look at you.
He's smiling.
He's saying that piece of paper hit. Oh my! I have never seen that before.
Ever. I don't think I've ever.
To a 90-degree
Oh yeah, I see this
angle,
again.
right? It has to be dead vertical.
Look at
What
this.
the heck?
Can he put a card in between it?
That's ridiculous. What the heck? And here's the fumble. Where Lumina's been? Has he not been streaming lately?
Lynch in the backfield. And Carr under pressure avoids the sack, and he's going to try to run it in. Does he lose the ball? Does it go out of the end zone? Does he lose the ball? The Cowboys are signaling for
Not
a
in the
touchback.
official rulebook?
This
You don't
could
think
be
so?
a touchback.
It very well could be. We've seen this before.
I think it is.
Jeff Heath
I gotta look at this.
created it.
on the field is that the runner fumbled forward.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. All right. Looks like Cowboys win then. All this technology and we're measuring with... Yeah, exactly. Wait, did I already have a TP?
I can't carry anymore.
Alright. Forgot I was in the middle of it. Cowboys win due to the worst rule in the game. I don't even like winning on that rule. It's so dumb.
I can't carry.
I'm like, ugh, so dumb. You can get on US West but not US East? Just something with the servers probably. They're doing, like I said, they're doing a lot of stuff this ladder to like try and prevent bots and stuff. And in the process, I think they're doing a lot of like ladder lock or like IP locking and things like that to Try it out. What about a J mod? I've been on the search for one for a while. No J mods yet. You see a monarch on the ground? Oh, there it is. J mod. What? Oh, goodbye. It's a mom instead. It's a mom instead. Money. What does that have to do with money and a piece of paper? Oh yeah, it was pretty obvious that he fumbled out of bounds. It's just dumb still. You won't convince me that it's not a dumb ruling. And I am a Cowboys fan. Oops. What's the toughest mob in D2? It depends your character, honestly. Jeweler's Monarch of Deflection is a J mod. It really depends your character. Death Lords are always pretty tough. Souls can be pretty tough, especially if you give them the right mods. Conviction or a Might or a Extra Strong, whatever, those sorts of things. Trying to think what else is really bad. Oblivion Knights can be really bad. I always hate like Desace. Desace is one of my least favorites because of his cold immunity, plus like all of his monsters with him are just, his fanaticism makes him so ridiculous. So a lot of stuff comes down to what the mods are though. Dolls, see, I don't know if dolls are like the hardest. They're just one of those that can just wipe you so fast because if you get caught up on them. I think the problem is if you can't see them. That's usually where it ends up being an issue. Like here, it's red on red on red, right? It's so easy. Like you have red and you've got red, so much red, and the dolls are red, and it's so easy with all the red to just get a little like lost and not see these tiny little dolls, especially if they sneak up. You like teleport to here and they're like behind this pillar, and then you're just dead because they all sneak up on you and explode. So I'd say that stuff happens somewhat. That's a little annoying. Act 5, Wave 5 is hard. See, it just depends. Right? Like, I love Act 5, Wave 5. They're really easy on this character. This is why I say it's character dependent. Like, Act 4 is like the easiest wave in the world. And for so much experience, I wish every wave was Act 4. But that's because I'm a Blitz Horse. Act 5, same thing. Really not that bad. When you have good gear. Like here, I can just do this. I can freeze a lot of them. My Ice Blast. And just like that. Easy cleanup. You know, like, I don't know. Not too hard. I feel like there's a lot worse waves to fight. Yeah. Dolls can't be stunned, like basically they just die. Do you have car insurance? Yes. It's illegal to not have car insurance. Where I live. Where I live, it is illegal to not have it. But it's also good to have anyways, just for safety purposes, right? Hey, dolls are scary, man. If you like bump into them, you don't realize it. I would love to get some new items. But if you don't have a car, well, then you don't have to pay for car insurance. It's nice. I'm just saying, if you're going to have a car and be driving around, you should do yourself a favor and get car insurance. That's all. That's all. If you're going to, if you don't have a car, don't have it. And honestly, I am all for like simplifying down. I think that is a great thing to do. Great thing to do. I am all about simplifying life and making it simpler. And if that means you don't have to have a car and you can just like bike everywhere, or you can save money by just using public transportation or whatever, like, I love that idea. That's something that I definitely look into when I look towards a future having more mobility and less stuff. Because stuff is nice for a little while, right? But eventually, I don't know. Eventually it's like, alright. Now what? Now I just have all this stuff. I don't need all this stuff. I just want to like travel around things. Vale is an angry crab. Yeah, he is, right? So I need to come up with a, or not come up with, I have an idea of something I want to do. I have a fun event I want to do. Sorry. We need to find a good time to set it up. I need to find a good time to set it up. I'll do a brief show through of my gear, but I do it often, so if you really want to see my gear in more detail with discussion, you can look at, what up, Papa? You can look at my video on my YouTube that says like Carrot Holy Grail revealed or whatever it is. I just did a new one recently. That'll be your best place to find not just the gear I'm wearing, but other gear alternatives I've worn before, gear that I'm thinking about, all sorts of things like that. So that would definitely be the place for it. Is there a command for that? I don't think there is. Do I remember which number finds my Tau armor? That had to be decently early. That had to be decently early, I think. I don't remember which one it was, though. Another Bale GC to reroll. Another Bale GC to reroll. Love those. Oops. Show the new girl, she's cool track, but she's super aggressive. She's non-stop. What? She almost got you kicked out of Star Wars. Nah, man. Nah, man. It's too much. You're like, hey, I need to, yeah, you can keep re-rolling them. You're like, I need to watch some Star Wars. Shark skin booties. Good old water rocks. Yeah, I saw the, or chat showed me the fumble at the end. What a mess. What a silly rule. What a silly rule to win it with. I'm really thirsty, actually. I need to get a bottle of water. We won! Yeah, I'm pumped for it. Do I enjoy opening my stash and seeing Tyraos just sitting there? Yeah, 100%. There's a reason it is on the first page in my stash tab. Let me just say that. There's a very good reason. Okay, so there. Oh, that's what was the first 10. Okay, yeah, so my Tal's armor's in the first 10 of my GG finds. Mr. Llama's thirsty. That's right. That's right, we are. For real though, man. I'm like dry mouth right now. We'll finish this bale real fast, then we'll go get a quick drink. Did I die? Yeah, it was unfortunate. Today's goal is to just get back to the red line. Almost. Or mildly close to it. Exclamation mark MF. I should probably put that in my title. MF. There you go. Do I curse IRL? Not a lot. Not really. Red line is pretty much halfway. It might be like one tick under halfway or something, yeah. Yeah, I try not to curse a lot. I think a lot of it's just negative words. The world already has enough negativity, right? Why we gotta bring any more into the world? It's kind of like the Buddhist. What is it? The seven paths to peace, or to whatever the heck it is. I'm not a Buddhist. The 8-step journey. Something like that. Or it's kind of like fresh meat. Thank you so much, Russell. Welcome back to Llamas of the Round. 7 months in a row. I appreciate the support, my friend. I appreciate the support. This one's for you. This Talzami's for you. Eightfold Path. That one. Let's get some love in the chat for Russell. Mwah. But yeah, it's kind of like in that. In the Eightfold Path. Or like when somebody says, if you want to be happier, smile more. And you have to force it. Right? And so you're like, why am I smiling more? But then as you start doing it, you start being happier. And in the Eightfold Path, it's like you need to like think about it and then put it into action and then believe it, whatever it is. I don't know the whole path. But the whole general idea is, there you go. The whole general idea is the same thought. The same idea of, if you want to be happier, if you want to be more positive, if you want to be whatever it is that you want to be, force yourself to be that way. And then at first you'll fake it. And then at some point it'll become a reality. So, I stopped, I stopped cursing and started thinking more positive and being happier and all those things and trying to smile more and whatever you want to call it all. And over the course of time, from that like made me a happier person. Tyraos. That's the exclamation. All right, I'm going to get some water real fast because I am thirsty. Mr. Llama is so thirsty. 1 sec. Beautiful. I pretend I'm rich, but I keep getting more and more poor. See, it's not pretending you're rich. It's acting like you're rich in a correct way, I suppose. Obviously, you can't go spend like you're rich to become rich. But if you think like you're rich, you would probably start thinking of more investment opportunities and start thinking more of ways to save and grow your income. And you'd probably start looking at different business opportunities, and then maybe that would help. Maybe something like that. Rich in laughter. There you go. That's all you need. How did MBS end? Necromancer is horrible. That's how it ended. Do I do an IT related job? I do. FCR range on Spirit, 25 to 35. What up, Sir Safish? How you doing? How you doing? That is very nice. You just rolled 35% Spirit? Sick. That is very nice.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
Found time for Necro. I ended at 20 hours and 44 minutes, somewhere around there. Been better. I hope things get better for you. Just remember, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Found a Shaco yesterday. Sick. Alright. Let's go. Where's Bagel Girl? She is back home. She left today. She came up to surprise me and help out with Manver's stream, and then left today. It was very thoughtful of her. Very thoughtful of her. But no, I talk about that sometimes, and I like to talk about it because I think there's a lot to it. There are two things I believe in this world, and I'm probably going to say about 7 things because I'll think about more along the way. I haven't even heard of it, Sick Kid. Have not heard of it. I think 1, you are in control of your life. If you are unhappy, you have the power to change that. As powerless as you might feel. And I think 2, you can be as happy as you want to be. And that is dependent upon... Happiness is a state of mind, exactly. And that is dependent upon your willingness to put in the effort to be happy. Those are the 2 things that I have found. And a lot of that, once again, comes down to just fake it till you make it. It's honestly one of the truest things that I have found in my life. When I was sad, was just not sitting there and continuing with sad thoughts and sad feelings and sad emotions and everything there, but shifting it around and saying, you know, today I'm going to be positive instead. Today I'm going to go on a fun trip. And you know what? I would go on the fun trip, and I wouldn't have a lot of fun on the fun trip because I was so sad. But then I would get home and I'd think about it. I'd think about all the fun things I did, and it would have been like, yeah, okay, maybe that was a little bit fun. And then as I kept going on fun trips and things like that, I would start to see more and more that, the more I do fun things and the more that I try and be a positive person and smile and not curse and not get angry and all these things, the better life is. Like, the more fun things are and the more positive I am, and it just goes right. It's just like when you get, you know, how it's like a spiraling down staircase. Going up, it's the same way. A slippery slope, but in the reverse direction, going up. Did I really struggle with not being happy for some time? For sure. For sure. A vicious cycle, yes. Like attracts like. It is. It is. Positive mentality goes a long way, but it's much easier said than done. It's true. It's not easy. And once again, this is why I say you just have to fake it, right? You just have to, when you start out, the best thing you can do is just fake it. Smile more. That's it. Just smile more. First step. And you'll sit there like this. And you'll be like, I feel like crap still. I still want to cry and I'm still really sad. But that is so much better than sitting there with a scowl on your face or a frown or anything like that. It will feel so much better still over time. And eventually you'll start to find your natural state defaults to that smile. And when your natural state defaults to that smile, you'll start to find other things out as well, such as, oh, hey, a lot more people seem to say hello to me when I'm smiling. And that makes me feel really good. There are a lot of side effects of it that aren't even what you might think. You might think it's because it's tricking yourself into thinking you're smiling. But a lot of times it's because it makes you more presentable. It makes you look like more of, you know, of someone that's having a happy time and is happy and everything like that. And as somebody else said before in the chat, like attracts like. And when you are smiling and happy and fun, other people are like, hey, I want to hang out with the person who's smiling and happy and having fun. I want to greet that person. So even if you're sad inside, you'll find more happy moments exist around. How'd we get on this topic? Who knows? Who knows? Legendary mallet, rip. One day I'll get a Schaefer's. One day. But yes, no, I have had.
Meet your death.
Thank you, Sir Sayfish.
All round.
Mwah. Kisses to you, my friend. Kisses to you. Appreciate that, bud. I have had random conversations, random but nice. They are. I have had very sad moments. I have had very sad moments for sure. When my wow, Carbo. Wow.
Happy llama, not sad llama.
Happy llama, not sad llama. Can we get some kisses to Carbo? Thank you so much, Carbo-Luck. Thank you so much. That is very thoughtful of you. That is very kind. Very, very, very kind. I appreciate that greatly. What's going on with the fireball spec? Just for wave 2. I'm sorry, conversions at 6. Thank you so much, Carbo. I really appreciate that. I really do. Wow, very generous. Can I give her a quick repack? Yeah, I'll do that in a bit. But what I was gonna say, is I have had very sad moments, And I mean, I can look back, and obviously life is, you're always growing in life, and there's always various experiences that are, you know, sad at times or happy or whatever it is, right? Life's kind of a roller coaster. You have your ups and downs and stuff. But a couple of distinct points I can remember. The first one was when I was playing a lot of like Dota 2 and stuff, and some StarCraft, and this was probably like early college, I want to say. So I used to play a lot of games before and things, but I wasn't always this positive, fun gamer person. Nice, nice, found the Oculus. I love it. I love it. GG. Level 90 still haven't found it. Ouch. That's a long wait to Oculus. And I had a game where I played a person and he cheesed me. He just did a cannon rush, and it made me very upset. Made me very upset, and I yelled at the guy for it. And I said things that weren't very nice. And then at the end of it, Fireball. I don't like Nova for it. It's just not great. At the end of it, I was like, man, I don't feel any better. Like, it didn't, you know, in the moment I thought I was like having whatever, but then I had to like get off, right? It was like I had to get up and quit playing because I was so like frustrated. That's sick, Haven. That's sick. I had to get up and quit playing because I was so frustrated from the game. And I've, you know, and I've seen that happen a lot of times. Some people play and they get so salty, so upset over the game that they have to stop because they're so mad. And I was just like, wow. This is, oh, Souls, okay. I was like, wow, this is not how I want to like play games. I come here to play games for fun. To my like relaxation time. And I don't want to be really upset about it. And so I shifted and I said, you know what? I'm going to go in and I'm going to just say GG every game. Good luck, have fun, GG, no matter what, no matter how much I hate the person, no matter how much I hate the strategy they used. I'm going to go in and I'm going to just be always a positive person because I hate it when I'm winning and somebody takes that away from me with yelling at me and getting angry and all those things. And that started making a difference in my games and how much fun I had playing video games, which then led to kind of a realization of life and you know, how I could implement that in life. Someone who struggled with depression on off for a long time, say two things. What you're saying is true. I've always hated the term fake it till you make it. It never made sense. I felt like it was telling me I can't be who I am, but recently I've been seeing that it's not about being someone you aren't. It's about imagining the person you want to be and just being that today. I like that. Did I get a tick? Yay. I like that a lot. I think that's a really good way to see it. I think it's a really good way to see it. And I think there's a few ways to look at it. One, love it, JDM. I think one is fake it till you make it means what you said. See where you want to be in the world and try and just pretend like you're that. Be that person today instead of waiting for the future. You can always say, oh, I'll do it later. But when you say be that person today, you can do that. I think additionally, it can be, oh my God, so slow. I think additionally, it can definitely be the see. I'm trying to think. I had something for how I wanted to say it. How I wanted to say it, but I can't remember exactly what I was going with for it. Maybe not like who you want to be and pretending you're that person, but just being who you, oh yeah, putting yourself in other people's shoes, right? And trying to think about there's a story. There's a story called The Egg. I think it's called that. It's a short story. Some of you guys might have read it. And if you're really, I don't know. It's a very interesting. Very interesting. I can talk about that in a bit, first. But honestly, just be yourself and be the best stream in the category that you're in. That's my suggestion. Next, talking about self-stream, massive mental illness resulting in hey, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah. So it's got like an interesting philosophical view, and it's kind of a little different. But essentially, the way the story works is it makes you put yourself into the minds of everyone else. It's basically about reincarnation in a way. About a guy who's being reincarnated or whatever. And it's about recognizing that, like, in the story, you're reincarnated as everybody. Every single person. So, whether it is Abraham Lincoln, whether it's Hitler, whether it's me, whether it's you, whether it's Raggets, whoever it is, every single person is the exact same person. And it's just you going back and living that life at a different point in time, right? And in each of those lives, you get to, you know, it's like there's different experiences that you live through and whatever. So not playing hardcore, exactly. It's exactly right. And I think it was, when I read it, it was really great because it made me think about other people a lot more, right? Instead of walking down the street and seeing the homeless guy or the person with the mental illness or whoever it was as just that first thought, this is what that person is, or who they are, or whatever it is. You thought about, why is that person in that situation? And if I am that person, why might I do something that they do, right? So somebody goes and scams me in a game, right? And instead of sitting there and hating them for scamming me in a game, trying to instead understand what in their life might have led them to that point where that's something that they are doing. Whether it's because they're feeling pain and that's some way that they, you know, can feel better, right? They're hurting and so they want to hurt right now to take it out on someone else. Or, you know, if they're scamming for money, maybe they have a really difficult financial situation, right? Instead of just hating the person and being upset with them, taking the time to think about why people do what they do. And I think it's a really important exercise that a lot of people don't do. And I still probably should do more, right? And I would highly or definitely recommend people do more. It's just think about others and think about why and put yourself in their shoes, and stuff. And if you are that person, what sort of thing in life could have led you to get to that point, right? That's you. If you take this egg story, yes, it's by Andy Weir. If you take this story to be true, that is you. So why are you doing that? And maybe having some compassion for that person and understanding. Nobody else really knows what they're doing. That's right. Everybody is trying their best to be happy in life. Everybody is trying their best. Some people aren't succeeding at it as well. Right? Some people are finding it to be very difficult and going through maybe not the best methods to get there and things like that. But like, end of the day, everybody's just trying to be accepted and loved and find joy in life. Should I start Zeal or Holy Fire first? ¿Por qué no los dos? One's an aura, one is not. You're not sure you want to be happy. would doubt it. I would doubt it. Just because I would say if you're in a mood or in a place where happiness is not appealing to you right now, I would say that is probably your mind tricking you. What if I just did a bunch of drugs to make me happy? Then you're wanting to be happy. You're just finding them in a different source. That's exactly that. Oh yeah. And I definitely think you have to be careful with goals. And I will speak about that for sure, because that has been a huge thing. I think happiness comes from the journey, right? When you are on that journey and achieving those goals or enjoying the experience, the journey, whatever it is, I think happiness is a product of that. It's not just, I will be happy. Right? Is this a new game? Like Diablo 2 as a whole? No. I'm very happy when I set a hot TP for BYD, that's true. That made me extremely happy. But like, let me see. Yeah, so the goals. So like when I started streaming, I had goals of viewers, right? And follow numbers and things like that. And I still think it's healthy in some manner to have those goals because I think it's fun. But what I realized, what Twitch really taught me over time was that all of those would not lead to happiness, right? I thought, oh man, when I have 1,000 followers, oh, that would be the greatest thing ever. Oh yeah, these were goals I set a long time ago, and they just kept growing. And this is kind of the story of how it went. I mean, literally, when I started out, I was like, 100 followers would be awesome, and I got that. 500 followers would be awesome, got it. 1,000 followers would be awesome. My long-term goal was to make $500 a month from Twitch, and it wasn't even like about the money, right? I was just like, streaming's a ton of fun. But wouldn't it be cool to like be able to make like $500 a month from streaming? I thought that would just be really cool. And I would be like so happy if I could just get that from it. Like I said, that wasn't the only goal. I had lots of goals. I had goals on the follower numbers. I had goals on the viewer numbers. I wanted to get 100 viewers. 100 viewers was a huge thing, right? 100 viewers was a huge thing for me. And I was like, man, if I just was at 100 viewers, that would be so cool. And then I got to 100 viewers, and you know what I said? I said, man, if I just had 150 viewers, that would be so cool. Right? And it wasn't right. And I realized over time, because it was 50 viewers, then 150 viewers, then it was 200, 250, then it was 5, And it just was, I would sit there, and I realized that no matter whatever it was, as soon as I got there, my eyes were just on the next goal. And like I said, I think it's good to have goals. I think it's good to have goals for sure. But you have to be careful to not derive your happiness from those, right? I don't set goals now and say, okay, if I had this viewership, I'll be happy. That is the incorrect way that I found to look at it. Because when I try to do that, you lose sight of everything, and your eyes are always on the future, and it's not so much about, everybody who's there. Exactly, like you said, living in the moment with the people who are there, having the time, spending the time with them. It all just becomes about this future, this next goal, this next step. And and you just can't be in that. You just can't be in that sort of mindset. It may be okay, and like I say, it's good from a business perspective. I want to grow my stream. I want to make better events. I want to have more fun with you guys. And so if events are more successful, I want to do those events more, or whatever it is, right? Like, but that's not where happiness comes from. And I found the same thing with, you know, with just like finances and things like that. It was like, oh man, if I just had, you know, $5,000 in the bank, then I'd be happy. If I just had $10,000 saved up, then I'd be really happy. Whatever it was. And yet, every single time that I would hit a goal like that, I realized that I was never happy from that. It might have brought me very brief happiness. Yay! Yay, I got my, you know, $5,000 savings goal set. Now what? Well, now I want $10,000 in my bank. Like, that's it. It doesn't bring you happiness, right? Money does not equal happiness. This is the like age-old saying. But like I really like saw it from Twitch and from the viewerships and followers and viewers and all that stuff. I finished at like 4 a.m. I think. I was like, wow, there really is something to be said for it. Rip Angelics. There really is something to be said for it, because it doesn't, you know, and I once again, it doesn't mean it's bad to have goals. A lot of people sit there and they're like, Mr. Llama, why are you like hating on goals here? I think it's really good to have goals. I do too. I think it's great to have goals. I think having goals is a wonderful thing. But once again, I don't think happiness comes from it. You won't be happy just because you have $10,000, or you won't be happy just because you have that house. A lot of people they're like, oh, I won't be happy until I move into my new house or whatever it is. And I just don't believe it. I think you get there and you grow accustomed to it, and it's the hedonic treadmill, right? Where you come right back. Your happiness sits at this level, and all those things, it might be a temporary spike. You buy your house, woohoo! I'm happier now for a quick moment. And now you're back. And now you're back to reality. And all of a sudden, that's your house. And that's just what it is. And after, you know, a couple weeks, yeah, this is my house. And so trying to find happiness in things, trying to find it in money, or trying to have it in whatever stuff. How did I lose my ticks? I died. I died, Rip. Yo, Grim Reaper. Mwah. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. All that stuff. Man. Ooh. I'm saying you should all be hobos. Yes. No. That is not quite what I'm saying. So much red. Dolls, stay away. Yeah. That's exactly right, Mithril. There's nothing wrong with money. There's nothing wrong with wanting a house, with wanting things of that nature. But when you say I won't be happy until, I think that's where the issues arise. I think that's where the issues arise, and that's where people struggle to find a lot of happiness.
I am overburdened.
So, and I talk about it because, yeah, I won't be happy until I find every item. You know what's gonna happen when I find every item in this game? I'm gonna be like, all right, and I'll be happy for a little bit, and then things will go back to normal. I found Tyrell's Might. You know how happy I was when I found Tyrell's Might? I was ecstatic, and now life's back to normal, and it's fun, and I have a fun little memory. But I tried to derive my happiness on just finding Tyrell's Might. Went work, man. Temporary joy. That's it. Yeah, you showed us your nips. I was not happy at the time. That's right. I won't be happy till I see some more nips. See, I can't give you the nips because then I'm just feeding into that. It's not. That's why. How often do I watch my Cheers Mate video? I don't watch it. I don't watch it. I remember what it was like. Little bagel grandchildren about finding Tyrells. I will probably. I will. So happy you proposed. Shh. Person level. Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta find what's happy for you. You gotta find what's happy for you, man. Totally on that. Hey Josh, how you doing? How do we achieve legit happiness? So I mean, I will literally walk you through. I mean, literally the two. That's where I started today. I died, so that's why my experience is in a rough spot. I will tell you my 2 examples. Cause I love talking about these things. Dude, Dusk Shroud. Hooray! What is it? Blaze. Trash. It's never a good one. Never a good one. So the first one, like I said, was when I was back in college and whatever, I'm playing games, and I got really upset. I got really upset with games. Do I have a blaze already? I have a firewall, inferno. All right, add it to my collection of trash. But yeah, so the first time I was playing video games, and like I said, I was getting really mad. I was getting really angry. I thought I would be happy when I hit Grandmaster, or when I hit Master first, and then when I hit Top 8 Master, and then when I hit Grandmaster. And I was always chasing further. I was always chasing further in the game. Is that not a new item? No. All of the Dust Shrouds are only counted as 1 item in the game files. And then... and so I would BM people, you know, when I would lose, and I'd go on losing streaks, and I'd get really upset, and I was BMing and whatever, right? Wasn't great. And so I literally stepped back, and I said, I'm not going to play video games again without only being good-mannered. I said, I'm not going to play video games again without only being good-mannered, because I don't like who I am when I'm playing these games. I'm not having a fun time, and I'm being mean to people, and then I have to go cool off. And nobody has fun when they're being upset with somebody. Nobody has fun.
I am overburdened.
Right? Like, you think you do. You might temporarily be like, yeah, oh, I told them, whatever, so fun. But, like, you're upset. Like, you're yelling and angry and upset and whatever. And even if at the end you feel smug about it, I don't think it's, you know, I don't know. I don't think you're actually having a good time. How do you Twitch Prime subscribe on mobile? I do not know. I do not know. It might not be functionality yet, honestly. But it's okay. I just appreciate you being here. But yeah, so I said I'm not going to come back until I am the most positive person that plays games. Thank you, Graham. Appreciate that. So I came back, and that's exactly what I did. I said, Galek, have fun. I said, GG at the end of every game, win or lose. And sure, it was hard sometimes. And sure, sometimes I was angry, and I'd have somebody who would just cannon rush me over and over again, whatever it was, and I'd get frustrated. But I never let the negativity win in those cases, right? Even if I was faking it, even if I was actually mad, even if I was sitting there and I was like, I hate you, I would type GG. That's it. And then I would leave the game. And by not spreading that negativity, I would feel better about myself. I didn't start taking positivity meds, no. I did not. But by doing that and starting to spread the positivity, I started to feel a lot better. And I started to become the person that I wanted to be. Even if I wasn't that, you know, I at least was able to start seeing that. You know, I was able to start seeing that. And yeah, I died, right? That's what happened. And after that, after I started seeing it, I started becoming a more positive gamer. Because that was something that I started to become proud of. Was that I'm a positive gamer. Even though I wasn't before, right? I was not a positive gamer when I first started gaming. And for many years. And I would get angry and yell at people and whatever, right? The standard Twitch chatter of RTZ stream or whatever, right? Like, I was not a part, but then I started faking it, and then I started liking who the fake me was, and it became the real me. And so now, that's what I am. Now I'm a positive gamer, and I haven't raged at a game in a long time. I mean, you see me go, ah, darn it. If I like die on a hardcore character, I'd be like, ah. Or like today, I died on this character. You know, it's like, sure. But that's fine for me. But, yeah, I became proud of the person that I was pretending to be, which was a positive person, or the person I always wanted to be. And from that, I was able to grow into a positive person. And that's where I say fake it until you make it. Be who you want to be. Be that person. Am I just faking it though? No. No, I'm a very positive person. Now I don't curse in real life very much at all. I'm generally as positive as I can in every situation because I have found a lot of that. When is my self-help book tour happening? Yeah, that's coming up next. So by now, 1999, Mr. Llama's no. D2 life lessons. That's right. That's right. Oh, you found Grail Farm? Nice. It is a rare normal item. I do not see it often at all. At least because I'm always in hell farming it. Did my personality change before streaming or during streaming? Both. So I'll actually give the streaming example now as well. So when I started streaming, I was already at that point where I was being a positive person. I was already at that point where I'd realized I like being really positive. So if you go back to my first streams, you'll see a similar personality in that regard. Somewhere that I hadn't quite changed. What's the title gonna be? Dr. Respect. The journey of a Twitch streamer. No, but the part that hadn't quite changed was I hadn't quite found how I could make myself happy in life. Dang, Ubi, are you serious? That's crazy. I still have blink bats to find. So, and this came from when I had my breakup with ex-Mrs. Llama. I'm playing a game around. No, I'm playing a game built around killing the devils. This is like getting rid of your demons. How about that? I'm talking about getting rid of your demons while getting rid of the demons. You found a Bisco's collar? Sick! Nice, Ronnie. The red line I experience bar, it's to show where I started today. I died earlier, so I lost some. Stream your way to a better you. Ooh, that's good. That's good. But it came from my breakup with ex-Mrs. Llama. So when that happened, I was very sad. Because I had put a lot of my joy and happiness and whatever into that relationship, right? Which you shouldn't. You shouldn't do that. You should find your own happiness. But I had kind of done the thing where I said, "Oh, because I'm with Mrs. Llama, I am happy." I wasn't married now. I should just call her ex-Miss Llama or something of that nature. But we've been dating for a while, and I was very much into the idea of getting married in the future. And so I'd put a lot into that idea. And then when that all came crashing down, we were together for a little over 2 years. When that all ended, I was very sad. I was very, very, very sad. And you could probably tell it from my streams. I tried to still stay positive and be a positive person. But I was definitely sad in that time. No, it's a happy story. It's a happy story. And from that, though, I started to find that I had to change my happiness, right? Before I had kind of dated a lot of people, and that, you know, so I'd bounced around. Did the negativity contribute to the breakup? I don't think the negativity did, because I was more positive by that point. I think there were other factors, though. I think the streaming and the time and my general outlook on life, or my inability to quite bring myself happiness in some ways did. We'll get to that. Hey, thanks, Anti. Check the rare mythical sword. You want to see if it's Eth? Or you just want to see if it's got, like, fool's mods? Trash. But yeah, so getting back to it. So I was very sad after the breakup. And I thought to myself, oh, I just need to go find someone else to date. And that'll be great. But every time that I went to go sign up for a dating site or whatever it was, I realized that it was just like trying to find another Band-Aid kind of, right? Wizzy. And I was like, you know, I don't need a Band-Aid for this. I need to, like, fix the root of the problem. Which is, if Bad Girl's listening, that's fine. I don't care. I don't care. And so I thought, you know, I need to figure out a little bit more about who I am and what I like. Because I had been very much about saving money, right? I was very big on, like, gotta save that money, right? So that way I can grow up and be a streamer and retire and stream. So I had goals, and I was all about that. Llama life lessons. Live, laugh, love. Llama life lessons. I like it. Gotta save them llamas. But I had goals of I wanted to go stream. I was very vocal about those goals. And in the process, though, I wasn't saving a lot. Or I was saving a lot, but I wasn't doing a lot, right? And from not doing a lot, I ended up missing out on what, you know, was probably a couple of years or a few years of experiences because I didn't want to spend any money to go do anything like that. And so I wrote a post called Build the Life That You Want and Then Save For It. Oh, that's beautiful, Mithril. I like that a lot. I wrote a post called Build the Life That You Want and Then Save For It. And basically what I talked about was my experience there, right? Yo, we're the gamer. Mwah, kisses to you. Thank you so much for that sub. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And in that post, I talked about my experience and how I had saved up some money, but I wasn't happier from having that saved. And the breakup was a great way to realize that, because the breakup was a great way to realize that I was still really sad even though I had been saving money for a couple of years, and that I would have rather had spent some of that money and gone and had nice experiences, nice putter, than just had that money sitting around. And that was a very big point for me because I realized that I couldn't just... Yeah, it's not programmed for this character, sorry. I realized that I wasn't going to just find happiness sitting around and saving money and then one day being, oh, okay, well now I can be happy because I have X dollars, whatever it is. This was a long time ago, Creed. This is a long time ago. Darn it, I missed it. And so that was a big like point for me, was to realize that, and that it's important to build the life that you want to live and be the person that you want to be today, and then start figuring out how to get to that point in your life in the future. X makes the view count not count. Huh. Interesting.
I am overburdened.
Hey, double chain booties. And so it was one of those things where I realized that I need to go and figure out what I want to do in my life, right? What do I want to do? I want to stream. And for me, there were a lot of things I didn't know if I wanted to do because I hadn't done a lot of experiences. So that's why I tried out scuba diving. I tried out skiing. I tried out doing these different things because I wanted to see, are these things that I think would be nice, that I think would be potentially interesting. And then, once I have that, then I can start saving for that life. Okay, I want to stream. What do I need to save so I can start streaming? What do I need to do for all these things? Thank you, Grim. And through that, I started building that life that I wanted, and being the person that I wanted to be in the future, who was someone that was adventurous and would take risk and think outside the box and stuff like that. Ticked again. Sick. We're getting there, boys. We're getting there slowly but surely. And I started doing something where I would go to a restaurant and I would order whatever food was recommended to me. I would say, waiter, bring me whatever you like. Don't tell me what it is. I have no allergies. And I want to try what you really like. And just like things like that, it was changing who I was. I didn't always have a clear picture, but it was changing. I said, you know what? I'm somebody who used to be picky. I'm somebody who used to be afraid of sharks and going underwater. I'm someone who used to think he would hate skiing because it's cold out. Anything that I had built up as some preconceived notion, I went. And, hey, appreciate that, Carbo. I hope you're feeling better, man. I said, anything that freaks me out, still scared of sharks, I went and scuba dived next to sharks. I have like I went and dove 12 times in one trip. And I think on 5 of the dive trips, I was next to sharks. And it is a way, yeah, sometimes you can get them to bring their near-dated food. But a lot of times, if you talk to them actually at the restaurant, if you actually talk to them, you say, hey, I really want to try your favorite thing on the menu. A lot of times you'll get them to actually bring you their favorite thing. But, anyways, getting back to it. But I started changing who I was because I wanted to adjust who I was because I didn't like who I was at the time. I didn't like that I couldn't make myself happy at the time. And that I was sitting there and I thought that I needed to be dependent on this ex-girlfriend to feel happiness. And I was very sad for a long time. And I started going through these experiences, and I mean, I thought about Miss Llama for a lot of the days, right? I mean, anything and everything would bring my mind back to her. Oh, Rune Staff. Why you gotta do that to me? Why you gotta tease me like that? Oh, Rune Staff, why you do this? Why you do this? But And I was very sad at first, right? For a long time, I was very sad with it. She wasn't my wife, but she was somebody that I intended on marrying. And then I thought, you know, I'm just going to keep doing these things. So I went, and I remember I went out to a place in, like, West Virginia. And Harper's Ferry, right? If any of you guys know it. I went out there for, like, a little cabin trip. And I went skiing, and I went scuba diving, and I went out with my friend to go, like, ghost hunting or something that he wanted to do. Just all sorts of random things like that. Nice, not Cherville. And the whole time I had to put a fake smile on. Because I was still very sad. But what I noticed was the more that I did these things and the more that I put my fake smile on, the more of these fun activities and activities where I went and explored and pushed myself to do new things, whether it's cliff diving or whatever it was, the more that I realized that I was just becoming a happier person overall, without even having to think about it or try. Ghost hanging with a camcorder. I took some pictures of it, of the supposed ghost. Probably wasn't a real ghost, but you know, whatever. It was fun. And the more things that I did, the more things that I wanted to go do, because the more I realized that, like, I am responsible for my happiness, right? I am responsible for myself and myself alone. Just like you're responsible for yourself, and you're responsible for yourself, and Miss Llama is responsible for herself, and Big Girl is responsible. Everybody's responsible for themselves. And then beyond that, you figure it out from there. You know? Except for kids. Oh yes, this is pre-kids. Once you have kids, you're now responsible for your children as well. Yeah, Posh. Once you have kids, you're now responsible for the kids. This is pre-kids. But even before you can be responsible for kids, before you can really love someone else, you must love yourself. You must learn to love yourself and treat yourself with respect and give yourself what you need. It's Death Fathom. That is extremely important and should not be overlooked at all. I think a lot of people rush into kids as well because they're looking for that happiness. They're looking for that happiness. And they think, oh, if I just get married, oh, if I just have kids, oh, if I just buy the house, oh, if I just get to this life, then I will be happy. But those things are not the things. Do kids bring happiness? Sure. But not in a way of the kid brings happiness. I think kids bring a lot of understanding that it gives to you, and responsibility, and things that make you realize that you need to make sure you're in a good spot so you can be a happier person. Things like that. So, only without kids say they bring happiness. Right, I don't have kids, so my kids talk, I cannot give a kids talk. I cannot give a kids talk, really. I can only talk from personal experience on non-kid related topics. Kids are monsters. Probably also true. Where am I going for these runs? To get... Right now I want to get my experience back, but I want to find every item in the game. That's the ultimate goal of it. Where are some of the most expensive items in Diablo these days? Well, right now you're going to find Enigma and stuff. Anything to get an MF character up is pretty important on ladder at the moment, because everybody wants to get Magic Find going. I went and studied computer science in school. But Java was the main language that my school taught. But I also learned some like Python and things like that. So, long story short, I wrote another post, and I think this sums it up. Well, as long story short, I wrote a post, and it's called "Wherever You Go, There You Are." And basically, I mean, I've studied C# and stuff, but that wasn't taught at my university really. But basically, what it just looks at, or the total sum of it, is that you have to spend the most time of every single person that you will ever meet in your life. There is nobody you will spend more time with than yourself. This is a guaranteed fact. This is a guaranteed fact. No matter how much time you spend with anybody else, you will never spend more time than with yourself. So you kind of need to like who you are, in a way, right? Except for Siamese twins. Fair point. But that's kind of yourself, in a way. It's a weird dynamic to add in there. So if you have to spend if somebody told you had to spend the rest of your life with somebody, like literally every single second for the rest of your life with somebody else. I died today, Cody, yeah. Would you go, well, oh well. Or would you hope or work or whatever to make sure that that person is somebody you like? And you have that ability because you get to choose. You have that ability. You get to choose who that person is because it's you. So if you don't like who you are, change who you are. I didn't like who I was at the time. I didn't like that I wasn't adventurous, wasn't having experiences. Yes, I was still doing things like being, you know, there were parts of me I liked for sure.
Your death.
Yeah, movie bear.
Hey, Llama.
Mwah.
Hearing this from you is very
Kisses.
nice, and I just wanted to remind you that you have a positive effect on people, so I want to repay the favor.
Hey.
Thanks for the stream and for the positive attitude. Inspirational.
Thank you so much, movie bear. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. It really does. Yeah, last experience today. But you have to spend 24/7, and if you don't like who that person is, it doesn't have to be every factor, every single aspect of that person. Well, you're just out of luck, BYD. But it doesn't have to be every single, you know, every single element. You don't have to change who you are entirely. But look at the parts you don't like. What didn't I like at first? I didn't like that I was a negative person. I didn't like when I was negative. So I changed that. I said, all right, I'm not going to be negative anymore. From now on, I'm going to act positive. Even if I don't always feel positive, I'm going to act positive. And from that, I became a more positive person. Later on, after the breakup, I realized I didn't like that I was not experiencing life. I didn't like that I was scared of things. That I was missing out on experiences because I didn't want to spend money on them. Or because I was afraid of sharks or whatever it was. Right? And so I just went and started doing anything. And I removed all those fears and challenged them. And just went with it. Whatever it is that you don't like about yourself, challenge it. And you have to actually work at it. Because it's so easy to look at it and go, it'd be nice. But that's a lot of work. That's really hard. Or maybe next time. You know, I went to this Asian restaurant, and because I was doing the thing where I was trying all foods, right? I would just go ask the waiter, whatever it was. The waiter would come to me and they'd say, "Hey," you know, or I'd say, "Hey, I want you to bring me whatever it is that's on your menu." whatever item that you love the most, I want to experience that item. I don't want you to tell me what it is. I just want you to bring it out. And that's fine. I don't have allergies. Whatever it is, please do that. And I was doing that. And then I went to, and I still do that a lot of times today. And then I went to this one place. And it was like this Vietnamese place. And on their menu, they had things like fish with the eyeballs still in. And all sorts of weird things. It looked like they smelled interesting. And I was sitting there and I was like, maybe today I'll just say, oh, okay, I'll just get the chicken fried rice or something, right? I was like, there were so many different things. Thanks, Broken. There's so many different options on there that I was like, maybe not. And then I thought to myself, you know, if I make this excuse today, I'll make this excuse the next time. And the whole point of this is to challenge myself in these moments. When I'm fearful, when there's anything like that, to challenge myself on it and say, no, I'm going to try it, right? That was my point. I wanted to be more adventurous. I wanted to experience more things. And so I needed to go and just say, bring me whatever it is. And if that was a fish with the eyeball, I would give it a shot. And if I didn't like it, what's the worst that happens? I don't like it. Cool. All right. That's the end of that. Right? Not a big deal. Not a big deal. And so I didn't make exceptions for it. And from that, I found a lot more joy and a lot more strength, I guess, and everything, and a lot more happiness overall. Because I was able to say, hey, I can do that. And I did it. And then the next time, it was easier, right? And then when I went to Costa Rica. It's Costa Rica. Yeah, I went to Cancun, sorry. I went to Cancun. And we went out to the cenote, and they had a cliff to go, like, dive off of or whatever. Everybody was scared about it. And I was like, by that point, I had been doing so many of these things. I was like, screw it. Well, let's go jump off the cliff. And so I just went and I jumped off the cliff. And that was it. And it was fine. And just every experience and every fear. Did I die? I did die. But no, every single fear that I had, that I have faced, has made me slightly less fearful of anything else. They've all worked out. They've all been, it was always in my head, it was way worse than it actually was. And at the end of the day, I just sat there and was like, huh. The more I challenged fears, the less fears I had. You know? And I think it's a very important thing to challenge your fears. And it made me want to challenge myself in other ways. Everything like that. So. And now I don't know what I'm afraid of. Maybe Bagel Girl when she's angry. Just kidding. You know, like now, I could have named so many fears to you before. 2 years ago, year and a half ago. Did I remember to pick up my corpse? Yes, I did. I could have named so many fears to you before. And now it's really hard. Spiders. Spiders are scary. But you know what? If there was some sort of, like, fear factor thing, whatever, go sit in a pool of spiders, I would do it. I would do it. Just to go do it. Just to challenge that fear. BYD. That's true. That is one. Running zombies? Well, everybody has that fear. Does Bagel Girl get angry? I mean, not angry, you know. She's a normal human being, though. We all have our moments of frustration and stuff. So, yeah. So, I don't know. End of all that. Oops. That's, I know a lot of people in the gaming community struggle with mental, you know, just health issues in some capacity. And there's a big struggle there. And, quiet, angry. So scary. And so I want to talk about this stuff. And obviously, when you're happy and when you're in a good place, you want to make others happy, right? And now I'm in a better place and I'm feeling better, and so I want to make other people happy as well. And that's something that I have also really seen. It's getting kind of scary in there. That's also something that I've seen is there's never been a person. Yo, Bojang is. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to Llamas the Round. There's never been a happy person that has wanted to bring somebody else down. You aren't happy and also at the same time wanting other people to hurt. That's not what happy people do. When you're happy, you want other people to be happy. When you're sad and you're angry, you want other people to be sad and angry, right? Like misery loves company, that whole thing. If I can't be happy, nobody can. That's very true. And that's helped with my perspective thing, like we talked about before, changing the perspective. I found that other people, anybody I've met who has been really angry, if I, instead of get angry back at them and instead treat them with love and happiness, it is amazing how much of one, an effect I can have on their life and their mood at the time, but two, how much I realize and how true it is that, yeah, they were actually just angry and upset. Unexpected first hurricanes, that never happens. Stereo pop-ups happen more than that. I had a soccer game. Anger does leave you the dark side. I had a soccer game, and I was on a breakaway, and one of the defenders came up from behind me on my breakaway and swiped my legs out from behind. And the ref blew his whistle, and I was like, great. Like, that's a red card. Guy's out of the game, and, you know, like, that's how it should go because he did an illegal move, right? That's not allowed. That's an automatic red card. That's how it is. And the ref came up, and he turned to me, and he gave me a yellow card, and he said, that's for diving. And let me tell you, I did not dive. I definitely, like, my legs just got swiped out from under me. So I got really mad. I got really upset. Because I was like, are you serious? Like, that's red card to him. What are you talking about? And he was like, no diving. And he, like, walked off. And so I went to my team and I said, pull me out of the game. There's actually a red card. Nice. I went to my team and I said, pull me out of the game. I need to get out. Like, I need to get away and cool off for a minute because I am very upset. Like, I was very pissed. So I went out of the game and I sat on the sidelines. And I was just thinking about what I was going to say to the ref or what I was going to do to the other player. Whatever it was, you know, if I was going to go, like, knock him down or something. Get my revenge. And I didn't know. I didn't know. And, like, a minute later, timeout came. And one of my teammates was tired. And so he went to get called out. And they all were like, hey, you're up. Alex, go ahead. Go play, right? Go do whatever you're going to do. And I think they thought I was going to go and cheap shop the guy. Or something. And at this point, I did not know what I was going to do. I was very, very frustrated. And this was in the early stages for sure. But I did not know what I was going to do. And so I ran out, and I ran up to the ref. And I still did not know what I was going to do. And I ran at the ref, and I got to him, And he was in a defensive stance. And I put my hand out and I shook his hand. And I said, hey, maybe I did dive back there and didn't quite realize it. You know, just want to say I appreciate you reffing the game. I know it's tough. And instantly, he went from this defensive stance, ready to argue and yell and throw me out of the game, to suddenly going, oh no, man, like, I probably missed that. You're probably right. Like, you know, I didn't get a good look at it. And, you know, you probably weren't diving, but I couldn't get a good see on it. And that's just what I thought I saw. I'm really sorry about that. Like, you know. And that was that. And we shook hands. And all of a sudden, I wasn't angry anymore. He wasn't angry anymore. Nobody was angry. And the game just continued. And I thought to myself, wow. I had so much power in that situation. Yeah, I went, aha, I knew it. You were wrong. No, I just said, hey, it happens. But I realized how much power I had in my life. In that situation, I could have taken that situation and escalated it into this giant blow-up fight where I was getting super mad and yelling at him, and I got thrown out, and then I could go back and say, this was BS. This ref was so stupid, whatever. He kicked me out of the game for no reason. After he gave me a yellow card, yada, yada, yada. I could have made that situation that. Or I could have made that situation a situation like it was, where we shook hands and everybody was fine. And the amount of power that you have in these situations is amazing. And it's just like Oral says. It's like when somebody cuts you off on the road. You can drive up on that person. You can try and go cut them off yourself. You can rage at them. You can cause this whole scene, get them upset, get yourself upset, and just be this angry person. Or you can say, hey, I forgive you. Hey, maybe you have somewhere really important to be. Maybe your wife's having a baby. I don't know your situation. Nice story, even though there was no violence. Sorry. But the amount of control you have over situations is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And a lot of people, I think, don't realize that. They look at it and they say, well, guy cut me off. I had to get angry. The referee made this terrible call. Of course I was going to blow up at him, and it's reasonable. And other people say, yeah, that's reasonable. I would have done the same thing, whatever it is. And then you just accept it. And at that point, you're not changing it, and you're remaining that negative person who gets angry, who has all of those, right? All those moments. And you say, I don't know why I'm feeling sad and angry and stuff like this. And it's just, you just got to change your mindset. You just got to change. And remember, everybody's trying their best. Everybody's trying your best in the world. Or their best in the world. Nice reverse. And, yeah. I had one other situation. Let me think. What was it from? I have not Infamous. I have not. For sure, Fly, for sure. Oh, yeah. I was going to talk about people on my YouTube. And in my Discord. And people I have just encountered through streaming. Because I get the YouTube comments. Hi, YouTube, by the way. I get the YouTube comments. Somebody who says, wow, you are a terrible person. What a stupid stream. You're not even good. Go die, whatever it is, right? You have people that are mean on the YouTube sometimes. And there's two ways that you can engage these people. The first way, of course, is to engage them in a negative way. Oh, you should see some of the YouTube comments I get. They're wonderful. By wonderful, I mean they're terrible, right? But you have a lot of people who will sit there and flame you. And it's very obvious that they are having a hard time themselves. It's not spoiled YouTube kids. It's people that are having a hard time. And when they're having a hard time, it's the misery loves company. They are looking to get it out in some way. What better place on the internet? Yo, switch one. Mwah. What I consider banter negative? I mean, it's all the intent and the tone and you know, I mean, it's fun to sometimes like banter with somebody as long as you're not trying to actually be hurtful and they aren't perceiving it that way. Right, there's trolls on the internet. But trolls on the internet are just people who are not feeling great about themselves. And so you can either sit there and you can argue back and say, you're stupid. No, you're an idiot. You don't understand what being a Diablo 2 player is like, or whatever it is that you want. I don't know. Or you can just take it the other way. Like I did with the referee where you go up to him. I don't have subscriber here. No hyping. What? What are you talking about, Sensei? Oh, no hyping for the sub? There you go. There's some hearts. Or you can take it the other way. And you can treat them with love. Because that's what everybody wants in this world, is to be loved. And literally to those messages, when people send me those hateful messages, I just write back, hey man, I'm sorry that you're having a bad day. I hope you feel better. Simple as that. It isn't anything complex. I don't write them a novel. I don't tell them why they should improve or fix or change who they are or anything like that. I just say, hey, I hope you're having a good day. Hope you feel better, man. Or girl. Whichever it is. And you would be shocked at the number of people that come back after that and reply and say, hey man, I'm so sorry about that. I really didn't mean those things that I said. I was just having a really bad day and I needed somewhere to take it out. And your channel is just where I happen to land on. I like your content. Think you're a great person, whatever it is, yada, yada, yada. I appreciate, you know, your things, whatever it is. And seeing that is always so amazing to me. Not because I'm like, wow, I helped a person have a better day. Right? It's not anything that I sit there and I take as like this big pride point that I can share and show off. I'm not trying to do this to show off, but I'm trying to say it is amazing what sort of effect you can have on somebody with just giving love, right? Just being thoughtful. Even when they come at you with anger. When they come at you with anger, they're coming at you with anger because they're not feeling good about themselves. How do I reply? I say, I'm sorry, I hope you have a better day, man. I did give up on the member stream last night. I felt it was important. One, I was behind Teo by a decent chunk. And I knew it would take a while to get through. But also I felt it was important to give some attention to Bagel Girl, who had been so thoughtful and so kind to come up from Manverse stream and spend time there. I'm glad, little llama. I'm glad. Good night. Good night. Yo, Evil, thank you so much for the sub. Mwah. Kisses to you. Hearts in the chat. But, yeah. So spread that. Spread that. And recognize Messi or Ronaldo. Probably more of a Messi guy. Realize the impact that you can have in people's lives without even realizing it. Just by being positive. Such as, hopefully, being positive here. It was a very tough one, Switch one. It was a very tough one. Hopefully being positive here has positive impacts for you guys. But when people meet you with anger and frustration and things like that, if you just turn it around and instead give them love back, it's amazing how many of them will fold. And you'll suddenly see the true intentions as they suddenly are like, oh no, I actually did want love. I wasn't looking to fight. I thought I was looking to fight, But the second you gave me love, I realized I didn't want to fight anymore. That's not what I was here for. I just wanted somebody to listen. Yeah, it's an extension that shows my gear when I'm doing runs. You're from Argentina, we prefer Ronaldo. Yeah, that's fair, man.
I am overburdened.
Love who you want to love. It doesn't work with 1.13. Hope you do, Movie Bear. I hope it makes you feel better when you need it. Thanks, Mariano. So, I think that covers a majority of the stuff. What would I be proud of doing in the future?
I'm overburdened.
It's true. An important thing I like to think of is you have to think not just of your current self, but you have to think of your past self and your future self. Past Mr. Llama, cows, Trav, places like that. Past Mr. Llama is a friend of mine. And I need to think about what did past Mr. Llama need? But I also have to think about what does present Mr. Llama need and what does future Mr. Llama need? Such as, if I look right now, if I look at myself 3 years ago, this is before I started going and having any experiences. Llama of the Christmas past, that's right. If I went and looked at, before I started having those experiences, and I look at that Mr. Llama, I look back and I say to that Mr. Llama, I wish you would have spent a little bit more money and time focusing on doing things and sharing experiences with Mrs. Llama at that time, as opposed to just trying to save money and living in fear of a lot of things and not going out and doing a lot. So this is my current self. Past me thought current Mr. Llama would have been like, no, keep saving that money. But now I look back and I'm like, oh no, he actually would have wanted me to have fun experiences. I wish that he had had more fun experiences. And so I can take that and I can apply it again. And I say, what do I think future me will wish that current me had? What do I think future me wishes current me would have done? Do I wish that I would have, gone on more dates? Do I wish that I would have spent more time streaming? What do I wish current me would have wished future me had done? And once you do that, you gotta just treat yourself with respect. You gotta treat your current self with respect, your future self with respect. That's why I don't spend all my money. I still save money. Because future me, I wish that, I don't want to spend all my money and then in the future look back and go, I wish I would have saved some money. So I want to be respectful of future me, but at the same time recognize that, I wanted to treat myself a little bit. Exactly. Like I said, just enough is enough and bought a vape. Worked and I barely even used that. So you'll stop that as well. That's great. That's great. You just got to make this decision. And just forgive yourself as well. Forgive yourself as well, We all make mistakes. We all don't do things perfectly. Past Alex wasn't perfect. Present Alex isn't perfect, and future Alex won't be perfect either. And that's fine. But you just gotta accept that you're trying your best. Everybody is just trying their best in life. Nobody is trying to not have a good life. If it seems like they are, they're probably hurting a lot. And maybe showing them a little bit of love could go a long way. So that's Positivity Talks with Mr. Llama. Just heard my first name for the first time. Yeah, it's Alex. No one means to burn the cookies. That's right. Unless you like burnt cookies. Not all of us will find a Tyros mite. That's right. That's awesome, Ubio. That's awesome. Have fun with the ladder? Yeah, man, it's been cool. I'm very happy a lot of people are enjoying the ladder. I'm really happy about that. Yeah, so sorry, static is what burst him down. This skill right here, it does 12.5% of Bale's total health at the time. All the way down to 50%. One guy did that already, Kevin. I already watched a video of it. But it was online, so yeah, who cares? You can buy one easy. Things like that.
I am overburdened.
Oh yeah, and you don't want your life to impede others' lives at all. So I say, you just gotta focus on yourself, make your own life what you want it to be. Most players are too lazy to static between their attacks? Probably, but as a speedrunner, I'm all about speed. So, I'm all about finding the perfect balance, whatever way it is, to kill as quickly as possible. Yeah, US East is by far the most popular. By far.
I am overburdened.
Of the two, at least. Bots are gone, yes. Come on. Get him.
I can't carry anymore.
You moved to US East already? Nice. Do I usually put more than 1 point into static? Not on like a character like this, because I have plus 14 skills. If I don't have plus skills, I get it to be at least 7 generally. Whether that's through plus skills or just through myself putting extra points. But when you're on BattleNet and stuff, and when you have a character with actual gear, sometimes he's cold and fire immunes, Carbo. When he's both, I drag him out. He's not worth that much experience and stuff, so. Tolwar. So in the end, it's just not worth it. Rip. You can even tell you while playing across the globe. Nice. How can you see how many characters are made in Classic? Or is that your total? Like over the years? Get let's go. Is there a max MF?
Fresh
1167 is the highest MF that you can have. 1167. Yo, KBL. Mwah! Kisses to you. Kisses to you. Thank you so much. Welcome to Llamas of the Round. Which pelts do you pick up in ID? Just kind of random, whichever ones I feel like it. I'm not really looking for pelts on this character. So it's just like if I'm in the mood for picking up. If I'm in the mood for picking it up. Oh, gotcha. Does that count on your merc as well? No, I think that's just personal. I think that's just personal MF. With merc, it's probably like 1,500 something. 1,580 or something like that. Alex, for speedrunning experience, so he knows. Follow my speedrunning guide. Or I have like a 20-part series on YouTube. Most of the parts aren't very long, but it goes through a lot of stuff. And it's a little bit outdated, but it covers a lot of like what you initially need to know when learning how to speedrun Diablo 2. Maps are going to be your biggest thing to focus on at first, though. Maps are going to be the first thing. Toward merc kills, yeah. Hardest part of the game was probably just learning when to get experience, when to move forward, when to like stop and pick up an item versus not, when to shop for things. Like learning all the decisions of those little things are the hardest thing. Nice, Sensei. Also, thank you, KBL. We got Canada in the chat. Represent.
I can't carry anymore.
You and your cat are watching and chilling in the chat. What up, cool cat? I don't know if I have anything. Might be the worst MF charm. Say it like Cabiel. Cabiel, right? Is that it? Where does it come from? Do I think I'm sacrificing speed at all? No, I don't. Cheers from Russia. Wow. Oh yeah, waking up in Spain. I like it. All the EU morning people for Monday morning work. Cabiel. I'll try to remember that. If I mess it up next time, yell at me again. It's Latining for God of War. Interesting. Cabiel. I will do my best. Cheers from Quebec and Chile. We are just global right now. We are just global right now. You used to watch someone iron golem materials. What do you guys say? You put me on the online? Yeah, sure. I'll iron golem materials. Aussie? Wow. We're really hitting like every continent. BattleNet? Sure. I'll sell materials. I'll do that. You take my single player materials, might find though? No way. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. This guy was single player? Wow. That's sad, man. I guess if your goal is not to collect all the items, though. I mean, if I was speedrunning a character and it was doing really well and I found a Tyrios Might, I needed 35k gold. A decision would have to be made. I have sold high runes before in a speedrun. I have sold high runes before.
I am overburdened.
Where I earned gold on my death fathom. No, that would be so sad. Hey man, high runes are great to find. 35,000 gold. Oh my gosh, that's so good. So good for a speedrun. You think so, Cap? Oops. My Merce has infinity.
I am overburdened.
How long do I reckon it would take to speedrun to level 99? Well, let's see. Right now, every one of these ticks that I get takes about 35 minutes. You have to assume I die a couple times along the way, but honestly, I really don't die very often in doing bail runs and stuff. Getting to here, plus the other stuff. I mean, let's see, 120 ticks, 60 hours, 98, probably another. I would guess about 350 hours. Something like that to 99, maybe a little less. Yes. Easy. Easy. 3% too. Knew we'd get that low roll. Knew we'd get that low roll. Who cares? Easy. GG boys. Mwah. Wow. 14 items left. Just gotta think positive. That's it. You just gotta think positive. Ugh. Ugh. We're knocking out the exceptional items left. Or now. We have one more exceptional item and one more normal item. And then the rest will be elite only. Dang, God sauce. Call me out. It's because Big Ol' Girl came and saw me. Oh, man. Oh, it's so sexy.
A gift for you.
3% BK. Char C wouldn't even take that.
Wow.
Kappa.
Should have found a 5% for a $5 donation, huh? Beautiful. Thank you, Bale. Thank you, Bale. Oops. Look at all those holiday cheers. Look at those. Let's go put that puppy away. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that was the easiest ring left to find. But now I just got Wisp. I mean, it's going to be, you know, no betting for the ID. Nope. Sorry. Just wanted to get it. BK right here. Sure. Whew. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Wisp and BK are the same rarity. Are they really? Interesting. I thought Wisp was like a little bit higher. Oh, it's just that where it can drop. Wisp is the light sword one. Hi, Krista. Hello. You just got to see, you just got to witness a beautiful new item find. 14 items left. And Jason as well. How are you guys doing? Kisses for both of you. 14 items left. Let's go. Let's go. Hey Mark, how you doing, man? I have a rib cracker. Have you seen it? Now I gotta show you this. I don't just have a rib cracker. I have a perfect ethereal rib cracker. 300% enhanced damage. Rib cracker. I do need to up it. I do. Yeah, Teo finished at 24 hours something. Zod it. When I get a Zod rune, that's where that puppy's going. Right there. You cannot repair ethereal in cube, no. I'm going to up it, and I'm going to Zod it. Up it now. What do I need for it again? You can't repair a Eth item. You can repair items in the cube, but not an Eth item in a cube. What is the recipe? Exceptional weapon, Lum, Pole, Perfect Emerald. You can repair broken Eth item by zodding it. Truth. Truth. What up, Pablos? How you doing? Is ready? Ready? Oof. Ooh, that damage is nasty. Oof. That is nasty damage. That thing cracks some ribs. Crack some ribs with that. Yeah, that is a serious weapon. Right there. One of the best. Put it on a wolf druid, exactly. Exactly. Now we just need a Zod rune. I just need a Zod rune. I don't want to keep on my poles and M's. If I'd eat the same meal every single day for the rest of my life, what would it be? I think if I'd eat it every single day, one would be potentially a Chipotle burrito, because I used to eat a lot. I mean, I would eat those almost daily, and they're great. Still haven't gotten sick of them. Two would be some sort of Korean food, like bulgogi or something of that nature. Three would be something possibly so plain that it would be just, I don't know, like a Korean food, like bulgogi or something of that nature. Three would be something possibly so plain that it would be just, I don't know, like a Korean food, like bulgogi or something of that nature. Three would be something possibly so plain that it would be just, I don't know, like a Korean food, like bulgogi or something of that nature. Three would be something possibly so plain that it wouldn't, like, I wouldn't develop this hate towards a certain spice or something, you know. Oh, kimchi's so good, right? 2 jam and an emerald. Oh, easy. Easy enough. But, you know, something just like cereal, right? It's simple. It's easy. Everybody likes cereal. Nothing complex. Nothing complicated. But you don't get enough nutrition. You know, I'd want to get something I could get enough nutrition from. So that's why I think like some bulgogi or something like that could be good. There's this place I go to. It's like one of those Japanese the hibachi grills, right? Or whatever. And it is the best hibachi grill I've ever been to in my life. And I mean, I've been to probably like 10 different hibachi places. And none of them even hold a candle. It's not even close to how good this one is. I could eat there every day. They have some bomb food. Sandwich or salad? How much could I diversify that salad up? That was the question. There's also that place we talked about the other day. The pizza place that has that best salad ever. I could probably have that salad every day. Yo, thanks, a single. Appreciate that. When was the last time I died? Today. That's why my experience bar is slightly below on the ticks. That's why my experience bar is where it is. I died twice. I died once and then I died one more time trying to get my body to get back what happened. It was unfortunate. I didn't think smartly. Gozart! I got you. Gotta go. Hey, have a good one, Movie Bear. Thank you so much again for the biddies. Have a good night. I appreciate those kind words. 2 deaths for BK ring? Worth it, right? Worth it. I would give up 2 deaths per item. I do have a perfect death up to Root Cracker. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Have I seen the new Star Wars? I have not. 28 deaths. I mean, I would lose all the experience I have. But for all those items, yeah, for sure. Trade away. 2 deaths per item in hardcore, though. That's a tough one. I feel like I might have to say no for some crazy reason. Whenever my hardcore character dies, I just fire up another one. It's usually a speedrun, though. I feel like that plays differently in the mind. You never found anything good in Diablo II? Really? I'm sure you found some good stuff before. $14 items. Wow, that feels good. I gotta say, 14 items is starting to feel like we're getting somewhere. You know? When we were up at like 17, 18, 19 items, it wasn't quite real enough yet, I don't think. It was like, still too far, too many items to go find, blah, blah, blah. Like, it was still too much at that point. But now, 14 items? That's starting to become a low number of items. Am I gonna do a Holy Grail throw bar once I finish? Why do people ask that? Rarest item left? It's a tie between the Archon Staff and the Caduceus. It's my two rarest items. The unique one, that is. And maybe Grizz Shield, because good lord, that is hard to find. But probably not. Probably Mang Song and Astrian's Iron Ward are the two rarest items. Sub 10 stream party. That'll be nice. Last few will drive me mad. At least one of them isn't Tyrell's Might. I agree, but man, having one of those not be Tyrell's Might is like the greatest thing ever. Best way to tackle cold immunes as a poor meth blizz source? Honestly, I just say go to Mephisto and Andariel over and over until you aren't a poor MF source anymore. That's kind of my thoughts on it. Yo, Awful Works. Kisses for you. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You got the set ward from Pendleskin? Yeah, I believe that. The set ward isn't rare. That's another one of the dumb items on my list. Yeah, like if you can't do ancient tunnels and things like that because your character's not strong enough, you can go get strong enough by killing Andariel and Mephisto over and over again. They have great drop tables. You can find a lot of good gear really fast on them. Did I put that Tyrell's Might in my will yet? It's a smart idea, actually. I'll gift it to Bagel Girl since she identified it. Most common item still on my list. Blink Bats is a normal rarity item. Yo, Beardly, what up? How's it going? Thanks for the host, man. How's your stream? How was your stream? Hey, BT. Oh, wait, that's not a thing. We got a BK ring today. We got a BK ring. I'll leave Blink Bats to the last item. No, I'll find it somewhere along the way. I'll find it somewhere along the way. I found BK ring. I'm happy. An item a day keeps the doctor away. I also died twice, though, right at the start, so that was sad, but we also had a lot of good, positive, fun talks today, so that was also really nice. Rip Switch, that hurts. Moonlords, man, they're the worst. Have a good one, Rockner. I already had the F upped. I guess I upped it today. But what happened? Did you rip a hardcore character? Yeah, today I upped my perfect ethereal, whatever you call it. I can't think of the name right now for some reason. Crib Cracker. And that damage is sick. I know better than to play hardcore. Yeah, it's kind of disgusting how much damage it increases. What up, SG? To say I was excited is the understatement of the century. That was a close one for Golzar, right? He makes death an art. Lovely. Love it. How do you keep Immerse from dying? You gotta do a lot of stuff. First off, he has perfect res, fortitude, Kira's, infinity. He doesn't have any life leech though. So having life leech would definitely help, but I prefer him not being cold from these guys because I'm doing a lot of bail runs. So I don't like it when they chill him. Was there another? Yes, there are 2 unique sacred armors. I'll show you. There are 2 sacred armors in the game. When you get a unique sacred armor, it is unidentified. 8 out of 9 times, it will be this item right here. 1 out of 9 times, it'll be this item. So, that's why I was so excited on the identification. Because even after spending all the time to find that stupid sacred armor, I still only had a 1 in 9 chance to actually roll this. So that's where the excitement came in. Because it's just one of those, you never know till you identify it. And your chances aren't good to identify it. Oh yeah, of course it's got to have its own page. Of course. Drop game with materials? No, I do not. But yeah, as you'll see with my mercenary, I take care of him a lot. So every time I teleport, right, he comes with me wherever I go. So you have to be very careful with him. And I should put it with... Do you think so? Durable snap. Yeah, I'm collecting all the items ethereal if I can, kind of, just for fun. Kind of fun. Make materials hop. Wait, what? Bagel Girl rolled that. She did. She's got the Midas touch. I don't have a Chamroon, actually. But, yeah, I mean, I was thinking about giving him Gaze or Andes or something, but I prefer the Cannot Be Frozen. Which I could give him Tyrael's Might now, but I think I prefer Fortitude for the 300% enhanced damage, so it's very difficult to decide. Have I tried the G-Bane plus Vamp Gaze? I just don't think he gets enough damage then. It's really hard for me to get past giving him a 4th. Like, the damage is just so good. I have an FG Bane. I don't think I have an F Gaze. No, I just have a regular Gaze. But yeah, it just takes him too long to kill things. Because I'm on player 7 and stuff. I need him to do damage. So, I like the Kira's just for Cannot Be Frozen. Plus it maxes his res out for a bunch of silly things. But Cannot Be Frozen is really the thing. Because the only thing I need him for... So that... The only thing I really need him for is to kill the cold immunes. These guys right here. I mean, I do some damage with my fire now. So now I need him less for that. Because my fireball is kind of a lot of my damage. But it's still helpful to have him to poke around. You found that to be best in slot? Really? Were you getting enough damage? Yeah, it's a really good roll. I'm just really afraid I won't get enough damage from it. Because he's using Infinity, so his damage is decent, but... Some people argue Ethtretch is better. Or, and Ethtretch is pretty good. Saigon, CG drop. Yeah. All I need is Saigon's armor to drop, and I found the complete set today. Have I? You don't like my infinity? Ubio? I could care less. I just wanted the infinity.
I am overburdened.
I had one thing in mind with it, and it was infinity. Yeah, I kind of wish I kept more of my items. Like, BT keeps track of all the items he finds, really. He, like, does way more hunting, whereas I've just been hunting one of every item, with the exception of a couple things. Oh, you love it. Oh, you only got... Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Ouch. But, I mean, it's not about the pokey damage. It's about the infinity. The conviction. How am I feeling after that MVS? I actually feel pretty good. I found a BK ring today. I actually feel pretty good. Bagel Girl took care of me well. One strength. Rip. S? Since Tyraels. Tyraels was 17 to 16. 16 to 15 was Cat's Eye. 15 to 14 was BK ring. Woo. Thanks, cool up. Come here. Bull Cathos, yes. You found Wisp, second day at ladder? Nice. That's pretty sick. Woo, okay. Is there a resurrection guy over here? No. Got mana, got mana.
I am overburdened.
Are you gonna spell Bagel Girl's name right? Yeah, it's Bagel Girl. You got it. Bay Grill Gal. You don't have no clue I don't have blink pads. I mean, do you have your gray form yet?
Overburdened.
Do you have your gray form? Yeah. She also goes by Bagel Girl. That's right. B-A-E. That is correct. Yeah. Exactly, BT. Exactly. But yeah, I am pretty shocked. Especially because, like, I still find, like, today I just found a gold dagger. I mean, like, I still find normal unique items often enough, you know? It's not like I'm finding them left and right, but, like, one a day or something. It's not unheard of to find some, you know, a normal unique crossbow, Icus, whatever, things like that. And yet, somehow, the elusive blink bats, rarest item in the game. I found Tyrael's Might before finding it. Eth? Oh. Rarest armor in the game. How many Eyes and Hearts armors I have found? Bro, I don't even want to know. Hundreds. Wow. What a ripoff, dude. What a ripoff. Do I have Eth Nemo? I don't think so. I don't think any of those normal items I really have Eth because I just went and farmed them in normal. Best base for Infinity. Great Thresher's pretty good. Cryptic Axe is pretty good. Thresher isn't bad. There's a lot of different bases that are decent. I put mine in a Thresher. I'm pretty happy with it. I think Great Thresher is a lot of people's favorite. I can't Pablo's. It only works on 1.14. Not 1.13. So yeah, Giant Thresher's probably best in slot. Yeah. I think that's it, BT. I think I'm on the same page. Great Thresher, greater than Thresher. Oh, Rowrune. Why didn't you roll for me, baby? Why didn't you roll for me? Why not? Great Poleaxe is your favorite. Great Poleaxes are nice. Man. What a sad day. These are my failed rolls. Ah, puppy. But the strength requirements on Colossus Vulture are just so ridiculous. Ugh. What a sad, sad find. So close. So close. You rerolled a spirit for your Palais? Dang. For real? I got this. This was a sad pickup. Only plus 29. That was a sad pickup. God, souls just do so much damage.
I can't carry anymore.
It increases the number of drops by decreasing the amount of no drop. I know that +2 to attack rating, so sick. $40 MF ring? Possibly. I actually don't pick up any blue rings. Just, I don't know, not worth it. Tears Might. That's true, and it's also cannot be frozen. Tears Might is like the greatest. Everybody remembers those days. Wow. That was a curse anyways.
I am overburdened.
So many armors on the ground. I feel ya. It's kind of sad there isn't a unique vortex shield. However, at the same time, I just think about how rare that would be to find, and I'm like, never mind. It's hard enough to find the freaking set item vortex shield. I don't want to have to find a unique vortex shield now.
I can't carry anymore.
I think it's just sad how the failed rolls work. I think that's the sadder part. The fact that it can roll and actually you can over-roll on a Griswold shield. I think that's the saddest part. Greatest warrior with Tyr's Might and Up to Rig Cracker. Yep. That's true. I should make just like a trophy.
I am overburdened.
That'll be like the most expensive or rarest character I can have. Did I not change players? Oops. I'm gonna make a character. You're going on. Oh boy. What up, Black? I'm gonna make a character. Probably be a wolf druid. I'll give him my Tyrael Smite. I'll give him my Eth up to Rib Cracker with a Zod rune in it. And more. Yo, BT, thank you so much. Thanks for the hosty. And have him just walk around. Did we do it? We did it. I don't think we quite did it. I think I'm short 1 tick still, and the red line covers that tick, but you know what? Good enough. Good enough. Probably better off with Ethfort. Ethfort? Why'd I give him an Ethfort? I'm pretty sure it's just... Yeah, see, something like that. This character isn't to be effective. This character is to show off with. So you do something like get your dual wield Astrians. Exactly. With your Cranium Basher on Switch. Or your Meng Song maybe, for no reason whatsoever. Another one. Hey! Why do I always... I find this. I find Ondal's Almighty so often, yet Tavek's Glory just avoids me forever. Who is saying that this is their favorite item? Shadow Killer? Was that Warren? I think it was Warren. I think it was Warren. Maybe I might die. Can I get another GG drop? Can I just get the next GG drop without dying? Is that allowed? I don't know. Blink Bat will be the last time for sure. I will laugh my butt off if it is. That would be hilarious. It won't be. It'll be Meng Song or probably Meng Song or Astrian or something like that. I think an item I'm going to find soon is Halberd Drain or COA. I think a new helmet is going to be one of my next finds. Back to chaos real fast. That's right. Oh, newest item. Doesn't have my BK ring yet. Gilliam's face is your favorite item. Interesting. A diadem. Nice space. I don't like that theory. I didn't die before I found Tyrael Smite, I don't think. Yeah, if I really want to find Blink Bats, I can go to normal. And I can just farm Mephisto in normal mode. And it's like 1 in 1500 or something. Wouldn't be that bad. No, it's at the start. I died twice at the start of my stream. So I literally just got back all the experience that I lost. And I am back to where I started. All items found first or hitting 99 first. Now that I have Tyrael Smite, I think all items found is starting to make a case for itself. Perfectly low roll. Was it one open socket as well? Because if so, that's beautiful. Death set me back by 3 hours. It was 2 deaths, though. It was 2 deaths. A death sets me back 4 ticks. Every tick is 1.5 million experience. And there are 120 ticks, I believe, in the bar. Or it's like 119. So I lose 6 million experience when I die. No! I collected both of the corpses. So I lose 24 million experience when I die. When I collect the corpse, I lose 6 million experience. That was the one, boys. Ripboard. So I lose 24 million experience. If I collect, it's 6 million experience, which takes me 1.5 if I'm doing bail runs. 1.5 million experience takes about 35 minutes. If I'm doing other runs, like Ancient Tunnels, it takes me about an hour and a half per tick. So each death is about 2 hours worth of time lost right now from 97 to 98, assuming I'm just doing bail runs. I'm at 3,090,000,000 experience, and I think I need, what do I need for it's like 3.5 something. 3.54 million experience. But if you're thinking about like penalties and everything like that along the way, yeah, I mean, I'm a little over halfway probably. 3.52. Okay. So, I'm probably about halfway. A little more. Pindle gives me no experience right now. I am farming Pindle not for experience, but just for some fun to try and get that ward. Where's it at? Or Wind Force. The thing is, Pindle gives me no experience because he is a lower level. Basically no experience. But he does give me any item in the game except for Tyrell's Might, Azurath, or Iraq, and I have those 3 items. You said it would take 12 hours and 8 ticks. I was wrong. It was 12 hours if I did Ancient Tunnels, because I was planning on doing Ancient Tunnels. And then I said, I want to go make the experience up. Thank you, Neanderthal. I said I want to go make the experience up, so I did Bail Run, so it ended up taking whatever it was. 3.5 hours. Because like I said, I think I'm still short 1 tick from where I was that I lost it. So. I think I'm still short 1 tick. Hey, Vert, how you doing? Still no Seraphs. Yeah, but we found Cat's Eye. Seraphs is our only exceptional item left on the list. Seraphs is the only exceptional item left on the list.
I am overboard.
Everything else is elite. So that's really nice. Except for Blink Bats, which is normal. Common name for rare items was Armageddons. Really? It's an amulet. Did I say ring? I'm an amulet. Honestly, I wonder if for this, if I'm going to do these things, I should probably swap off my... yeah, I need to go do my swap. Get more MF. I found BK ring today. Okay. And just that'll push me to 655 MF. So I can make a quick swap. Hey, a lacquered plate. You thought it gave you a bonus like set items. How many stashes would I need to collect all unique and set items? So right now, I start at like 21. This is where I start collecting them. ring zammies. And I just go each page or 2 pages, whatever is needed. So I run through like 50 pages, 40 pages. I have up to 70 really with various things, but some of them are blanks and spacers and a few different things. There's no breakpoints for MF. No breakpoints. It's not bad. Did I back it up yet? Yeah. Good night. Good night, Carboluk. Have a good one. Rare Monarch. My sword icon is not working right now. Just found it's nice. Yeah, there's diminishing returns for MF, but no breakpoints. This character's got a few hundred hours in her for sure. Exclamation mark MF is the current list. So what I can do now on this character is I can weapon swap over to my Alibaba and my Rhyme whenever I want to swap. I have found Earth Shifter. I have not found Meng Song. I actually have 2 Earth Shifters, I think. Rip Cranium. Let me look and see. Yep. Rip. So sad. This is players 8 Pindle, I believe. You can farm either one, honestly. If you farm players 1 Pindle, if you farm players 1, oh my gosh, what the heck? Swap out. Kraken Shell. You want to make sure that you kill everything, or just kill Pindle. If you farm players 8 Pindle, then you want to kill everything. Yeah, so there's various things. So yeah. Maybe I should just farm players 1 so I don't risk goals are. Can we see Merc get really fast? Sure. Fort. Kiris. Infinity. Am I going to actually end up farming Norm Cow King for Blink Bats? No. Not unless it's like the last item. Or if I somehow make a trip down to normal. But I'm not planning to be in normal anytime soon, I guess. My maps right now are so good on this hell that I don't want to leave it. It's kind of where it's at. Yeah, 320 ED, I know. I know, man, it's sick. It's a really sick Infinity. It rolled really well. Why leave hell? If I wanted to go farm Blink Bats or something. Like, I have double fires, and they're decently close to my waypoint. I've got a good Bale map. Just things like that. You know, I've got a decent Ancient Tunnels. It's a little far off right here. But it's got, I like the map inside of it. Now I'm used to it, so I don't know. Hi, because boobs, how are you? So I don't really want to do that. What's my chaos setup? Who cares? I'm avoiding chaos. No, it's the better setup. It's the better setup here. I don't like this setup as much here, but I prefer this setup down here. And this one I actually kind of like because I can have some space out there if I want to drag them. So I don't really care. I'm indifferent here. But I prefer this one, and I prefer the other one for this. So it's 50-50 of what I like. Thanks, OFG. Griswold was the prettiest. Nice. Never got... I have 4 of the shield, 3 of the shield. It's disgusting. I just want to find the other items now. Shaco! Ah! Ooh, that's Shaco. No, on the middle one I'm indifferent. Let's look. I have 5 IK armors. 4 helms, yeah. Rip. Pretty tiring. I just want the other pieces. And so many of these, like, I'm throwing these out now. There's just too many bullcathos. It's not worth it. It's not sexy. I don't want 4 Grizz helms. I don't want 4 Grizz helms. The Sace is always extra fast stone skin, and I can't touch them. So true. Story of my life. Story of my life. Ain't bad. I'll take one of the Grizz helms. The Grizz helms for sale. Come get your Grizz helms. People used to farm Mephisto or Bale. I mean, there's so many places to farm based on what you're kind of looking for, right? If you're going for general find every item in the game, your best places are going to be your pit, right? If you're out in the Tomo Highland, your ancient tunnels. There's those places in Act 5 off of like the Frigid in the area, those red portals. Those are good to farm. Things like that are really good. If you're looking for a good experience, you're going to farm Bale, Nilithak, and you also have decent drop chances there. Plus you can get like Grand Charms, right, that are level 99 and can reroll the 45 lifers or whatever. So you're going to look in those areas. If you're looking for, you know, lower level items, you'll farm lower level places. If you're looking to gear up a character really quickly, you'll farm Andy, Mephisto. Those characters are really great, or those bosses are really great to gear up because they have really good drop tables for how easy they are to kill. I play this game compared to D3 so much, right? Did the cute girl I met on that trip ever hit me up? Which cute girl that I met on the trip? Which trip are you talking about? Yeah, back before they magnified the Durance maps. Oh, the Latina one. Yeah, I chatted with her for a bit. I think it was, like faceplates. Whee! 104 ED.
I am overburdened.
It just didn't work out. We talked for a bit, but it's a trap. It's big girl. I mean, no. Nope. She did not. No, Latina. No, you found blink pads? Nice. Yeah, Cuba girl. Yeah, it just didn't quite work out in the end, but she was very nice.
I am overburdened.
You miss Clock Girl? Clock Girl works with me now. Like now she like works pretty nearby. She was sick recently. I'll have her try and come over though. I'll have her try and come over sometime. I think she likes stream. The only true girl for me is Teo. Yep. Yeah, Lady Chain's great. I bet someone will start YouTube the first time, kill and Fallen, then bang, blink bats. Nah, Fallens can't drop it. They have to get through to like Act 2 somewhere before blink bats will drop. I don't think it can drop anywhere in Act 1. Where did you farm initially to gear this character? Hell and Dariel and Hell Mephisto. Those are the best. Did you ever join that weird open battle night game, Joinable? I don't know if I remember that one. Emuletta. Playing a lot of Titan Quest lately. Nice. Dude, that's like my third Angelics today. I will, Birdbrain. Why'd they ruin D3? They sold a lot of copies of D3. I think they're very happy with it. But, you know, it was a different company by that point that took over. They tried to do their best interpretation. It just ended up being they played towards a different type of player. BK ring, Ronan. BK ring. So is it very sad? Yes. But end of the day, it is what it is. Yeah, they sold 20 million copies of Diablo 3, man. I think they're pretty happy with it. You bought this game today? Nice, Duke of Moves. Nice. The online is really popping right now because the new ladder just reset. Bots are banned and stuff. A lot of good things going on with it. A lot of good things going on there right now. Nice, cool up. Why do you keep picking up rare rings? Yeah, I mean, anything like rare rings, rare amulets, rare pelts, rare orbs, things like those things.
Fresh meat.
Yo, BT. Mwah. Kisses for you, my friend. Thank you so much for the sub. Welcome, welcome, welcome. To the llamas of the round. Any of those items can have really cool stats. There's lots of really good rare items, like tri-res boots for boots or something. So sometimes it's just fun to pick them up. Yeah, I'm glad, Dickie. I'm glad. You're locked out US East? Yeah, a lot of people are locked out right now. They're doing a lot of stuff trying to get rid of bots. And I think in the process, there's a lot of like IP locking that's happening. So you just gotta kind of bear with them and say, hey, as long as you guys have the right idea in mind of getting rid of these bots, worth it in the end. You really enjoy D3? That's good. Yeah, I tried for like 2 weeks to play it, and I just I don't know, I couldn't quite get into it. It didn't quite appeal to me. I think a big piece of it was it played more casual, and everything was more, you didn't have to be afraid of monsters. I like in Diablo 2 that I have to kind of be afraid of monsters. Even now, on a level 97 fully stacked up Sorceress, obviously she's stacked for MF a little bit, but I have to like really be afraid of a lot of monsters. Like these guys right here can one-shot me pretty much. And I just feel like I'm not afraid of monsters near as much when I'm playing Path of Exile or oh nice. Actually I think I have that Eth already. Or D3. Both games. I'm not as afraid once I get some gear. So yeah, I do have it. Rip. Rip, rip, rip. D3 is a lot better now than it was at launch. I played it last year. So it wasn't at launch that I played it. Spear. Our damage is dealt from one item. Yeah, I mean that's my biggest issue there, I think, as well, with D3. Is I haven't tried playing Captain America yet. I think I hate the idea that your skills, you get all the skills first off, and then your damage is exponential, and it's based off of your like weapons or your items. Like, I like being able to run around with crappy items and deal, you know, decent damage, at least okay damage. The worst thing ever is I was in a boss fight as like a wizard, and I was sitting there casting Blizzard and stuff like that, and my boots broke or something, and all of a sudden I couldn't deal any damage to the boss because my boots broke, and they gave me like 300% damage to whatever thing, and that, like, that point right there is when I was like, I don't like this game that much. If my boots on a sorcerer break and that causes me to not be able to do damage to a wizard or to a boss, like, okay, I just don't care anymore. Crusader, you just chuck a shield everywhere. That sounds fun. So that was my quote-unquote breaking point. Yeah. Team 2's new characters, no. Oh, nice. Should have zodded the boots. Yep. So true. So true. Oh. I was really hoping to find like a wind force or something here. Just a quickie. Just a quickie. I'm grinding for exclamation mark MF. Those items left.
I am overburdened.
To D3, you can just buy everything with your credit card. Well, that was before with the auction house, yeah. They got rid of that, but even still, I don't know. Nice running. This game is really fun when you play through single player. It's even more fun when you don't know what the heck you're doing. I won't lie. Like, I love this game. And I love speedrunning it and everything involved in that. But I still say it's really hard to beat how much fun I had the first time I beat this game. It was a different kind of fun, I guess. I think that's the main point. It was just a different kind of fun. Yeah, they nerfed Pindle drop rates, made it and whatever, but it's still good. Yeah, I haven't dropped blink bats. It's really sad. Found Tyrrell's might. Can't find blink bats though. Hashtag rarest armor in the game. For sure, Mako. Yeah, Elemental Druid is a great character to learn on because he just creams. He just absolutely, like, destroys everything so easily. His damage is absolutely disgusting. So, it's like, oh yeah, it's nice to find. Might actually find another tears before blink bats. I mean, chances are low, but you never know. Fissure is the most OP skill, yeah. It's disgusting. I really don't understand what they were doing with Fissure and Firestorm and stuff. Like, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well, yeah, it was. They saw, because people used to, there's all those real money trading houses, right? On Diablo 2, you can go buy gear to gear your character up. And so I think Blizzard saw that and said, okay, well, we can join in on this game and we'll just be the middleman instead and get the money. But it failed because those didn't have a ton of popularity. I mean, some people use them, but a lot of people don't. But when they brought the Real Money Auction House into the game, all of a sudden that was all people would use anymore for gear. And that's when it just gets silly. Hammerden's pre-magic resists were really disgusting. They're still disgusting. What character do I recommend for first time in Diablo 2? I like an elemental druid as a first time character, honestly. I think it's a great first time character. Would recommend. 10 out of 10. So let's do the Solar Creeper! Doing single player full playthroughs? Nice. You end up 79 with the Kuko Shaku. Kuko Shikaku. First time I do a summon Necro, I would never give you a Necromancer for your first time. But I also have an ungodly hate for it. Yeah, I mean, a lot of my friends made, you know, a few hundred to a couple $1,000s on the auction house, but still. I don't know. It ruined a lot of the fun. The problem was, like, it took all the fun away from finding sick characters and stuff, right?
Not enough mana.
It's just like, oh. Or, you know, you find an awesome item, and you're like, cool, well, there's a better one on the auction house. So. Now is that. Yeah. And then there's also the whole exponential gearing issue because it had to be designed around the Real Money Auction House. So that's why Torment Act 2 or whatever was just like absolutely disgusting. Because they started really gearing it around that. Vamp left on the floor. It wasn't Eth though. What's the hardest spec to master? Oh, come on. Oh, be the one. Oh, be the one. Oh, be the one. Oh, be the cranium basher. Please, 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 please be the cranium basher. We just were talking about it earlier today. Oops. Where did I put that? Yes! 2 in a row! Let's go! Let's go! What a day. What a day. 50-50. It's a 50-50 chance. Let's go, everybody. 13 items. Woo! Channeling my inner Bagel. We need to get Bagel to come up here more often. Oh my gosh. Wow. Hey, Luality. How's it going? Woo! Dude, that's worth. Wow, 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 wow. 2 deaths for a BK and a cranium. That's right. I traded a death apiece. I traded a death apiece. Come back to it, Luality. Come back to it. Come play with us. Wow. Harry Asian. What a name. Kisses to you. Thank you for the sub. Oh my gosh. Oh, the unique Thundermaw. Oh. Oh, that feels good. Die more. Go get more GG drops. Also, 233 enhanced damage. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good roll. 75% chance crushing blow. Chance for amplify. Wow. Wow.
Fresh meat.
What a nauseous guy. Thank you so much. Highest crushing blow in the game? Yeah. I mean, yeah, it doesn't beat my rib cracker, though. That is a good point. Where is that? Bam! Woo! Ooh! Ooh! Ouch, that's spicy. That's spicy. You can't get much more damage than that. 478 to 705 with a 50% chance crushing blow, 50 IS, 15 FHR. Jeez, that's disgusting. Cranium's 129 to 619, which is still good. It's not beyond. I mean, let's be honest here. Still great. 75% chance crushing blow. But that rib cracker is just. Best you can do is put a 40-15 or something in this puppy, and you know it'll be okay. Still good damage. Still good damage. Eth cranium can't be eth. It's indestructible. No. Indestructible items cannot be eth unless they are always eth. Such as, where's my Ghost Flames? Ghost Flame. Always ethereal. Indestructible. Or Ethereal Edge. Where did I put that? 36? 30? No. Oops. Did I up the rig cracker? Yes. Yes, I did. Whew. Yep. I need to put the Zod in it. Oh, man. Shadow Killer as well. We found that one earlier today. Always ethereal. Yeah. And then, of course, you have other examples like Tyrio's Might. Can never be ethereal because it's indestructible. So if it's indestructible, it's either always eth or always not eth. That's it. But right now, let's just focus our attention back to the latest item. Mwah. Mwah. Kisses to the latest item. And Harry Asian, and what a nice guy. Ah, just beautiful. We're getting there, boys. 13 items left. Wow. I went like 2 months, 3 months, 2 months probably, without finding an item. And it wasn't like I was farming all the time, but I mean, I probably did. I mean, I farmed a decent amount. There were probably 30 to 40 hours in there with no items. And then we found Nightwings, Tyrio's Might, Cat's Eye, Bull Cathos, and Cranium Basher. All in the last however many weeks. That's sick. Friend makes Swift with Rib Cracker every ladder. It's great. I mean, it's an amazing, amazing build. What other blue color accessories can I match with? We already did a little blue. We blued it up before. We did that. Followed by Nightwings. There were two shields. I could either use Millibregas. Right here. Oops. Here's my all blue character. I ran like this for a little bit. Just to have fun. And then Death's Fathom is also blue, so Sexy. Dun-dun-dun. Shako. Time for you to go. Have a good night. Well, you should stay here more often, Mark. I know I want to keep it going, but it's 2 a.m. and I have to work tomorrow. The Alcar server, I do not. It's 2 a.m. and I have to work tomorrow. So I'm probably almost okay just ending it on the Cranium Basher, man. I feel good. I feel great about that. What a wonderful way to finish. I probably was only gonna do like 5 or 10, probably like 10 or 20, you know, probably 20 or 30, whatever it is. I said I was gonna stop like 20 runs ago, but I just kept going. But I was getting ready. So what a great way to pack it in on a positive note. On a positive note, 13 items left. Wow. 10 more pindles. Yeah, that's always how I do it. Instead of 3 minutes of finding nothing, right? Right? Stay positive, boys. Stay positive. I want to give a shout out to everybody who was here today. I appreciate it. I really, really do, especially if you were here yesterday as well for Man vs. Stream. Or if you've ever stopped by the channel, right? Love you guys. You guys really are the best. You make this so much fun for me. And I have a ton of fun because I get to share it with you guys. So I really, really, really appreciate you guys being here and all the support and everything. Share it, Lamb. Today we had a little bit of fun with some positivity talks and stuff. I appreciate you guys listening. Maybe it was annoying or ranty or dumb or whatever, but it's something that's dear to me, you know. And so I really hope you guys all find that happiness in life. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night to chat with you guys more. So back with some more D2. Anyways, have a good night, everyone. I will see you all tomorrow. Mwah.